Halloween has come and gone, but the voodoo still haunts West Virginia and Rutgers. Both are 2-5. Both have first-year head coaches. The Mountaineers in the midst of a 4-game losing streak, while the Scarlet Knights have never won in Morgantown. The man with the hex says something has to give. It's homecoming next on MSN. It is homecoming 2001 on the West Virginia University campus, where this afternoon the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers invade Mountaineer Field to take on the West Virginia Mountaineers. Hello again, everybody, and we welcome you to West Virginia University football on MSN. I'm Tony Caridi, along with Dwight Wallace and Woody O'Hara. West Virginia and Rutgers both enter this afternoon's game 2-5 overall, but the Mountaineers a double-digit favorite. When you take a look at this Rutgers team, Dwight Wallace, you see one thing that stands out. They gamble both offensively and defensively.
No question about it, Tony. You take a look at these Scarlet Knights. I think they should be called the Riverboat Gamblers. No question. Defensively, they line them up everywhere. They bring them from all directions. Will be a real challenge for our offense to be alert and pick all that up. Defensively, we're going to also have a challenge, because offensively they consider themselves very innovative, wide open offense, going to have to be alert, play sound, basic, fundamental football, and then execute all the way to the whistle. We can be successful, I think.
Alrighty, Woody, this series has been going on every year since 1980. The good news is that West Virginia has never, ever lost to Rutgers here in Morgantown.
You're right, Tony. Never has Rutgers been on top in the scoreboard when this thing was over at Morgantown. There are a lot of reasons why both these teams are at the bottom of the Big East, but we don't have time right now to talk about all those things. It reminds me of the West Virginia dominance over a team like VMI years back. We used to invite them in here and kill them every year, but I think right now what we ought to do with Rutgers in town for the weekend, and we ought to fire a telegram off to Connecticut and sign a 20-year agreement with both the Knights and the Huskies and have them come in here every year alternately and play them for homecoming. I think that'd be a good thing to put on our schedule.
Well, that's on the schedule this year. Homecoming, West Virginia and Rutgers. We'll see how this one unfolds. We invite you to stay tuned. We'll have the opening kick when we return to Mountaineer Field. An absolutely glorious day at Mountaineer Field as we welcome you back. West Virginia and the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers on the top of the agenda. Both teams enter at 2-5. Rutgers had last Saturday off. For that matter, West Virginia was also off last Saturday, but the Mountaineers did play at Miami the previous Thursday night. So Rutgers has had the full additional time for preparation, and we'll see how that plays into this game, because Greg Schiano, the Rutgers first-year coach, has been doing a lot of what we could call unconventional things so far this season as he tries to figure out his personnel. Captains meeting out at midfield, and for West Virginia they go game by game. This afternoon it's Brad Lewis, Jeremy Knapp, Sean Hackett, and Kyle Caden. Caden has become the regular out there for the Mountaineers as the coin toss announcer, so to speak, after the problem that they had during the second game of the season. West Virginia has won the opening coin toss this afternoon, and Caden says we will defer and we will take our option in the second half, and so West Virginia will begin this game on defense.
Would you say Kyle is the Colin Powell of the group?
Yes, I would say he's the guy that goes out there for diplomatic measures. As you might remember, earlier this season, West Virginia got caught on the coin toss and was forced to kick off in both the first and second half. And so on this beautiful day here in Morgantown, we are delighted to be with you. Tony Caridi along with Dwight Wallace and Woody O'Hara. Hoppy Kercheval with us as well. And we're set to go. A much-needed victory here today for West Virginia. The Mountaineers will try to finish out the month of November perfect. This is challenge number 1 for the head coach, Rich Rodriguez, and his crew. The Mountaineers with 4 games remaining today against this Rutgers team on the road for the final road game next Saturday in the Dome at Syracuse, and then home games against the Temple Owls, and they'll close things off against the rival Pitt Panthers. But before you can win 4 in a row, you've got to win 1 in a row, and that starts right now.
Starts with 1 first down, Tony. So I think or shut down in 3 and get out. That'd be the other way since we're on defense.
You know, let me clarify one of your comments a little earlier, Tony. You talked about Greg Schiano using some rather uncharacteristic things on the field. We don't mean that he's using things that are outside the rules.
No.
But these guys have to defend or have to rely on trickery in many cases to try to get the job done.
Yeah, in the last game against Navy, a game that Rutgers won, now they took their tight end and they let him carry the ball 7 times by placing him into the backfield. And plus, we'll see a great deal of motion prior to the snap. Now they'll just try to get you discombobulated. Here we go. Todd James ready to kick the ball off to Nate Jones and Eddie Grimes. And on a glorious Saturday here in the University City, homecoming 2001 is underway. The ball will be fielded by Nate Jones as he takes it over the 10, looking at the 15, has a hole over the 20, and he approaches the 30-yard line, brought down at the 31-yard line. Nate Jones, sophomore out of Scotch Plains, New Jersey, brought down by Adam Lenort. And the Scarlet Knights, with a true freshman at quarterback, will take over. Rutgers comes into this afternoon's football game 2-5 overall. Points, they have been difficult to score so far this season for this offense. They're averaging just 14 points per game. On first down and 10, L.J. Smith lines up in the backfield. Here's the snap, and Smith gets the call. He's a big, bruising 240-pound tight end slash fullback. He'll take it ahead 2 yards as he brings the ball to the 33-yard line.
L.J. Smith gives them some real flexibility, Tony, in what they want to do offensively. It means they've got 2 tight ends in the game that they can put them together in wings or even as just any kind of trade or motion type possibility.
Here's a wild formation, trips to each side, quick throw down the line of scrimmage. West Virginia waiting on Sean Carty, and they bury him at the 31-yard line. A 3-yard loss on that play. Kyle Caden and Angel Estrada there to make the tackle on Sean Carty. And you saw one of the odd-looking formations that time. They put trips to each side with 2 receivers out front and another receiver behind. They threw a quick little bubble screen to the near sideline. That makes it 3rd down and 10 for the Scarlet Knights. This time with twins to the right. Wingman to the left who goes in motion. That's Smith, the tight end, over to the right side. The snap. Cubitt dropping back to throw. Rolling. Plenty of time. Looking downfield. He fires. And the pass is underthrown and incomplete at the 47-yard line. Looking to get it there to the junior split end, Aaron Martin. The pass falls incomplete. And West Virginia holds the Scarlet Knights on their first 3 plays. And Rutgers will punt the ball away.
Yeah, L.J. Smith that time, they brought him in motion. He had a key block on the end man on the line rusher. So I think they're trying to really take advantage of the best athlete on their offense, and that's L.J. Smith.
Mike Barr, senior out of Lynchburg, Virginia, will handle the punting this afternoon for Rutgers. Stands back at his 15-yard line. Lance Frazier is back to return. Rutgers puts 2 bullets on the near side of the formation and only 1 Mountaineer defender there for the coverage. Here's the snap back. Barr will kick it away, and he gets it away. A line drive, spiraling kick. Frazier calls for fair catch and makes it at the 21-yard line. Nice punt by Barr. It goes 49 yards, and with 13:41 to go in this scoreless opening quarter, West Virginia will get its first touch of the football.
Good start, Tony. 3 and out. That's the way we like it. Tony, it'll be interesting to see what happens here offensively. This is that highly touted blitzing defense. With our no huddle, that does put some stress on that defense. They can't call all the fancy blitzes, so we'll see what they've been able to put together. All
right, here we go. Twins to each side. Shotgun formation, West Virginia. Single setback. Coburn to the left. Brad Lewis barks out signals. Now Coburn switches sides and he goes to the right side of Brad Lewis. Zach Dillow, the snapper, sends it back to Lewis, who hands off to Avon. Avon takes it off the left side, and he'll pick up a tough yard ahead to the 22. For Avon Coburn, who comes into this afternoon's game needing 124 yards for 1,000. Alfred Peterson and Gary Brackett over there to make the tackle. This time West Virginia sends triple receivers out to the right side. On second down, whistles blow just as Lewis was optioning the ball over to Avon Coburn, and a penalty flag has fallen. Rich Rodriguez stands with his hands on his hips with a look of frustration. Dennis Hennigan is the referee of this Big East crew.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remain second down.
So the Mountaineers will look at second down and 14. They'll take the ball back to the 17-yard line of West Virginia. Ball spotted on the far side hash mark. Wide side of the field is to the right. West Virginia empty backfield this time. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Brad Lewis awaits the snap on 2nd down and 14. Has the snap rolling out to his right. Protection is there. Brad looks. Brad has a man. Brad fires. Pass caught. First down. West Virginia all the way ahead to the 39-yard line. Hauled in by Michael Page, who has not caught a ball since the opener against Boston College. It goes for 22 yards. Nate Colon, strong safety, comes over to knock down Michael Page. The Mountaineers have the ball on their 39-yard line. First down and 10. Nice completion. 2 receivers to each side. Ball spotted on the near side hash mark. Wide side of the field out to the left. Single setback for Lewis. Here's the snap. Brad, quick throw. Braxton first down over the midfield stripe. Inside Rutgers territory. Barrels himself down to the 46-yard line. That one goes for 15 yards. And another West Virginia first down as Braxton makes his team-high 26th catch of the season.
Tony, they're really working at not showing us 6 in the box early on. They've got 7 and 8 in there, running people in, running them out, trying to make it tough on our play selection.
Triple receivers left, single receiver right on first down and 10 from the Rutgers 46. Snap, handoff to Avon, looking for running room, finds it tough going. He gets it down to the 44-yard line of the Scarlet Knights. Give him a yard and a half. Alfred Peterson, a true freshman out of Miami, Florida, made the stop that time on Avon, and we've got an injured Mountaineer down at the point of the tackle. Mountaineer lineman Kenny Sandor, the left guard out of New Jersey, is injured, laying on his back. Stops the clock with 12 minutes and 41 seconds showing here in the opening quarter. West Virginia, on its opening possession of the football game, began this drive at its 21-yard line. They've advanced the ball to the Rutgers 45-yard line. Mountaineer head coach Rich Rodriguez walks out onto the field as trainers Dave Kearns and John Spiker attend to the left leg of Ken Sandor, who this afternoon is making his 5th career start. And with 12:41 to go here in the opening quarter, let's get a score update right now with Hoppy Kercheval.
Tony, what is it you worry about with Virginia Tech? Special teams. Tech trailing Pittsburgh 7-0. But then on a Pittsburgh field goal attempt, it's blocked, and Roniel Whitaker runs it in for a touchdown. Pittsburgh and Virginia Tech are tied at 7 in the second quarter. Temple hanging there a little bit with Miami. 7-0 second quarter as the Canes lead the Owls. Purdue has a 10-0 lead early over Illinois. Florida out to a quick 14-0 lead over Vanderbilt. Ernest Graham, a couple of touchdown runs for the Gators. Penn State out in front of Southern Miss 17-7 in the second. Also in the second, Wisconsin leads Iowa 10-7.
Alrighty, thank you, Hoppy. No score here at Mountaineer Field. West Virginia has an injured man down. It is the left guard, Kenny Sandor, who, as I mentioned earlier, is from the state of New Jersey. In fact, he was the high school teammate at Holy Cross with teammate Avon Coburn. West Virginia's had several players through the years, including Matt Tafoni, come out of Holy Cross High School there in New Jersey, and now they're going to pick Kenny up, and he's going to try to test that leg as he starts to make himself gingerly toward the sideline. He's getting a lot of help there from the 2 trainers who are out there assisting him, just very gingerly starting to put some weight on that leg. He'll be replaced now by Jason Brooks, the senior out of Cleveland, Ohio. Brooks, former starter for the Mountaineers, opened the game against Boston College in the season opener. Now here we go, 2nd down and 9, ball back in play from the Rutgers 45-yard line. Twin receivers to the left, single receiver over to the right side. Brad Lewis yelling out the signals down below. Coburn to his right, out of the shotgun formation. Rutgers loads up the box this time. Snap back to Lewis. Lewis keeps it. Lewis running, picks up a couple of yards as he takes it down to the 43-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2, and it'll be 3rd down and 7. Seems as though he had the option that time, Dwight, as to whether to pitch that ball or keep it himself, and Brad called his own number.
I'll tell you, they really, the previous play gave us for the first time just 6 in the box and didn't change. That time they showed 6 in the box but brought the free safety up late to make it 7 in the box, and that's where the play was headed, was right into that free safety.
Empty backfield now, 5 receivers in the formation, 3 left, 2 right on 3rd and 7. Lewis fires and throws incomplete for Phil Braxton on the near sideline. Misfired Nate Jones on the coverage, but it was a poor pass, and Braxton did not have a chance to get a hold of that one. It's 4th down and 7 for the Mountaineers with 11:54 to go here in the quarter. They're going to bring on Todd James for the punt.
Punting for
James to punt from the Mountaineer 43. Snap is back. He will kick away. Sailing kick toward the near side corner. Going to be hit off of a Rutgers player. Picked up by the Mountaineers. And they'll run it into the end zone. You cannot advance that, but West Virginia will have the possession. Trez Moses muffed the return on the punt by the Scarlet Knights, and it was picked up by the Mountaineers. They'll blow the ball dead at the 15-yard line. It came on a great hop right into the hands of Ben Collins, who picked it up on the ground and ran it in, but you can't advance the muff. West Virginia takes the ball over. First down and 10 from the 15-yard line. 27 yards on the punt by Todd James, and Trez Moses of Rutgers muffed the kick, and it goes to West Virginia now with 11:45 to go here in the quarter. Those are the big breaks that we've been missing this season. Let's see if we can take advantage with a touchdown. First and 10. West Virginia ready to go. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Tight end Strong to the right side. Lewis out of the gun, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Avon. Avon's got a seam. He's to the 10. Avon to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia's Avon Coburn. Off the left side he went, breaking a tackle at about the 5-yard line. Avon Coburn scores the touchdown, his 6th of the season, 1st of the game. West Virginia takes advantage of the special teams miscue, and with 11:39 to go here in the opening quarter, it's 6-0 Gold and Blue.
Good job by Avon breaking a tackle there. Got through the hole and had one man to beat, and he did it. He broke that tackle, got to the end zone.
Extra point attempt coming up for Brendan Rao. Snap down. The kick is up. That kick sails through. It's 7-0 West Virginia. Back at Mountaineer Field, 7-0 West Virginia. 11:39 to play opening quarter as the Mountaineer training team continues to attend to Kenny Sandor. Down below, Avon Coburn has scored a touchdown on a 15-yard run, and West Virginia leads it 7-0. Todd James ready to kick the football away for the Mountaineers. Nate Jones and Eddie Grimes are the deep men back, and whoa, James put the extra juice into this one, and it bounces out of the end zone and never touched the field of play. Out of the back of the end zone for the touchback.
Check the helium in that football.
I know.
Woo, that took off.
I'd asked Rich Rodriguez earlier this week if Todd's kickoffs had been affected because he'd become the punter over the last couple of games, and he did not kick the ball particularly well at Miami. But Rich said, I think that the kickoff problems at Miami were more due to the field condition. He couldn't get his plant foot down on the kickoffs, and right there he got it down and put it out of there. Rutgers ready to go. It's second possession of the game. First and 10 from the 20. Out of the snap, the handoff, whistles blow. Handoff went to Rayvon Anderson, but we've got a penalty marker down. Procedure will be the call against Rutgers, and they'll go back 5 yards.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Greg Schiano has been scolding his team all season about their propensity to commit penalties, what he calls mental errors. This week during practice, he brought in officials 3 straight practices to keep track of the penalties, and every guy that jumped off sides or had procedure ran sprints after practice. Someone's going to run sprint after the game. First down and 15 from the 15-yard line. This time, Dennis Thomas and Rayvon Anderson in the backfield. Cubitt drops back to throw. He fires a deep ball. Nowhere is that ball going? Incomplete at the 45-yard line. Aaron Martin, the intended man, broke off the pattern and started to hook in toward the sideline, but Cubitt, the freshman, fired that thing to go deep down the sideline, and no one was within really about 6 yards where that ball bounced. Closest man to it was West Virginia cornerback Richard Bryant. It is second down and 15. Scarlet Knights with 2 receivers lining up to the right side. Getting the play call from the sideline. They do not huddle. They'll go with an I formation. They'll take the tight end L.J. Smith, and they'll move him to the left side. Here's the snap. Delay handoff taken there by Rayvon Anderson. He'll be met and dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play. There's David Upchurch, the junior out of Hyattsville, Maryland, from his nose tackle position, making the stop. Upchurch, who had his best game of the season here at Mountaineer Field against Kent State, recorded 11 tackles in that game.
They've run 5 plays for -1 yard, Tony.
Let's keep that going all afternoon, Wood.
get David Upchurch fired up. He's off to a good start. I hope he has a great game.
Empty backfield. Rutgers, 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, 3rd and 15. Snap back to Cubitt. Pressure comes. They throw the quick little screen up the middle. A tackle is broken at the 15. Mountaineers in pursuit of Trez Moses, and he's brought down at the 21. He gets 6, needed 15. It's 4th down and 9 for Rutgers. They're going to have to punt again from deep in their own end. Good job by the Mountaineer defense.
Good job. Couple missed tackles there, though, Tony. I'm sure they'll get talked to on the sideline there because we were in great position to hold that for no gain.
You're right, Dwight. Scheme-wise, they were there waiting for that play. They had it all bottled up. Mike Barr on to punt for the Scarlet Knights. Once again, Rutgers puts 2 of their wideouts in this formation to the left, and West Virginia only has 1 defender over there, so watch out for a potential pass play eventually in this game. Frazier ready to return at the 42. Snap back to Barr. Punt is away. This one straight ahead, and Frazier dropping back, lets it take a bounce over his head. Mountaineers are going to lose some field position as the ball bounds out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 61 yards on the punt for Mike Barr, which ties his season long. And West Virginia will start off 1st down and 10 from the 18. Lance should have got a hand on that football, Dwight.
Yeah, that was. I think he misjudged that a little bit. It came off the foot pretty good, and I think rather than field it over his shoulder, he elected to let it go, and that might have really been the smart decision.
West Virginia leads the football game 7-0. 10:06 to go opening quarter. The Mountaineers had an 8-play, 79-yard drive in their opening possession of the game, which was aided by a muff on a punt attempt, and that drive continues statistically. 1st down and 10 from the 18, 2 to each side for West Virginia. Brad Lewis takes the snap, and he rolls out to his left. Has some pressure, and now he's going to be hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play. Gary Brackett, junior out of Glassboro, New Jersey, 2nd on the team in tackles, was there to wrap up Brad Lewis. Well, Lewis rolled out to his left initially, had some time, but his offensive lineman on that left side, and didn't pick up the number, could not sustain the block that he had, and Lewis got wrapped up. 2nd down and 10. Triple receivers right, single receiver out to the left. Snap back. Handoff goes to Avon. He'll take it over the 20 to the 21-yard line, gaining 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Gary Brackett again from his linebacker spot, along with the strong side linebacker Mitch Davis, make the tackle on Avon Coburn.
You start to get the feeling that West Virginia is just going to pre-call some offense here rather than trying to check. Just because they're switching defenses so much.
3rd and 8. Lewis rolling out to his right, looking downfield, wide open man. Ball caught at the 40. Here comes West Virginia over midfield. That's Michael Page of the 40 of Rutgers inside the 35, and he is down at the 33-yard line. Oh, was he open? Michael Page with his 2nd grab of the game goes for 48 yards, and West Virginia right back into business on Rutgers' side of the field.
Good job picking up that blitz that time, Tony. Had a little X done inside, brought the linebacker on the scrape. Good job up front, offensive line picking it off.
Trips left, single receiver right. 1st and 10 from the Rutgers 32. Handoff goes to Avon, and Avon right up the middle to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, 10-5, end zone, touchdown! Avon Coburn scores his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon with 8:49 to go in the opening quarter. He runs it in from 32 yards away. It's 13-0 West Virginia. That one opened up just like the Red Sea. It parted, and Coburn took it straight down the field for the touchdown.
Man coverage that time, Tony. No help at free safety. They'd matched up in what we call man hot.
Extra point attempt coming up for Brendan Rao. Nastasi ready to hold. Ball is down. Kick is up. That kick is good. 14-0 West Virginia. 8:49 to play in this opening quarter of action. Coburn has 2 scores.
Take it up high, man. Let's go. Come on. No frozen rope. Get it up in the air so we can cover this thing. All right? Let's go.
Next week on Mountaineer Magazine.
The show will spotlight linebacker Grant Wiley. He's been hampered all season with a hamstring injury, but he's looking for a big month of November. We'll take a look at him and, the entire Big East schedule of 2001. Join us on Mountaineer Magazine.
Avon Coburn has scored 2 touchdowns here. West Virginia leads 14-0. Todd James's kickoff again is unreturnable, sailing over the head of Nate Jones. It'll be a touchback. Avon Coburn came into this afternoon's game needing 124 yards for 1,000 yards this season. He may get 124 before halftime. He has 53 yards this afternoon on 5 carries and 2 scores. West Virginia leads it 14-0. That last Mountaineer drive, 82 yards, 4 plays, 1 minute and 17 seconds. Here comes Rutgers now, sending 2 receivers out to the left out of an I formation. The snap and the handoff, and there is West Virginia's defense waiting on Ray Von Anderson. Brent Wiley comes off the pile. Kevin Freeman there for the Mountaineers. Freeman out of Carteret, New Jersey, playing at that stud end position, normally occupied by James Davis.
Trying to hand that ball off to a split inside, Tony, and cut it back to a tight end. Good job by the defense reacting to that cutback.
Conventional this time. Receiver to each side. Single setback is Ray Von Anderson. Here's Cubitt running option. Toss goes to Anderson. He is plowed down at the 15. They'll lose 5 yards. Whoa. West Virginia's defense waiting there. Again, a 5-yard loss. Let's pause 15 seconds for station identification. This is MSN, the Mountaineers Sports Network.
5 yards. Let's go. Come on. No frozen rope. Get it up in the air so we can cover this thing. All right. Let's get pump it in there, baby.
During the game.
So doubling left, Y short. 23 scat, Z and Y seam on 1, ready?
After the game. Get all the facts and all the
Third down and 15. Shotgun formation. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap back to Cubitt. Pressure comes. He's hit and he's sacked. Ball loose. Ball loose on the field. West Virginia after it. West Virginia has it at the 11-yard line. Oh, my goodness. James Davis came on a blitz from his stud end position into the backside of the quarterback, Ryan Cubitt, forcing the ball high into the air. It bounded at the 10-yard line, recovered just over the 11 by David Upchurch, and West Virginia will have a first down, leading 14-0 from the 11-yard line of Rutgers. Oh, what a hit by James Davis of West Virginia as he barrels in for his 5th sack of the season, forcing that ball loose, and David Upchurch was there to recover, and West Virginia now has the ball on the doorstep to build this lead up to 21-0. Into the ball game for West Virginia. Cassell Smith dots the I. Conventional snap from center out of an I formation. Handoff Cassell Smith. He's to the 5. He's down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play. Cassell Smith took it off the left side of that line of West Virginia. And Sean Seabrooks is there to bring him down, but not before he picks up 7.
Good to see us get a nice big first down gain out of the I, Tony. I don't think we've done a lot of that.
Rutgers substituting late out of an I formation. Snap, toss play goes to Avon Coburn. Make that Cassell Smith as flags fall. He takes it down to the 2-yard line, but a penalty marker thrown on that play. We could get an offsides here because Rutgers was making very late substitutions. I don't know if they were all back and ready to play defense prior to the snap. Second down, 7:03 to go in the quarter. It is offsides against Rutgers. And West Virginia will have an option here. They scrimmaged that ball. Let's see, where was that? From the 7-yard, from the 4-yard line. Took it down to the 2. Referee Dennis Hennigan is talking with Mountaineer quarterback Brad Lewis as to his desire on the penalty. Here's Dennis Hennigan, our referee.
Offsides on the defense. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. Repeat, second down.
6 of 1, half a dozen the other.
You save the down. Save the down. That's a smart thing to do, right? 7:03, and Rutgers has become unglued here at Mountaineer Field. Down 14-0, and West Virginia will put the ball in play at the Rutgers 2-yard line. Mountaineers going with a conventional snap from center. Out of an I set. Cassell Smith dots the I. Double tight end formation. Lewis under center. Take the snap. Handoff to Cassell Smith. Alan Cassell Smith pushing. He's in. Touchdown, West Virginia. Cassell Smith scores his first touchdown as a Mountaineer. A great block by the fullback leading that play up the middle. That was Heike Johnson. And West Virginia has taken a 20-0 lead with 6:45 to go here in the opening quarter of play.
We asked for some big plays, Tony, against this blitzing defense, and we've got them. Also some nice special team turnover and then a great sack and fumble.
Extra point coming up. Brendan Rao puts it between the pipes. Good. 21-0. West Virginia. 6:45 to play here in quarter number 1.
West Virginia with 3 possessions in the first quarter, all 3 resulting in touchdowns. A beautiful day, a day when I'd like to play tailback.
Now, don't get carried away here. Now, 2 plays, 11 yards on that last drive for West Virginia. That was all the result of the turnover by the quarterback Cubitt, who fumbled the ball. Todd James ready to kick the ball off again. From left to right it goes. This one will be returned. It will be taken by Grimes from the goal line. He's out to the 5, now to the 10, straight up the middle at the 15. Is tripped up over the 20, and they will give him progress to about the 24.5-yard line. Met there by true freshman Scotty Jerko from Morgantown.
Had a little crease there. I was getting nervous, Tony.
Yeah, there was.
And, we did react well to that and able to get the tackle.
Well, so far offensively this afternoon, Rutgers has -3 yards. -3 yards so far for the Scarlet Knights. West Virginia leads 21-zip. Out of an I formation, 2 receivers to the right on first down. They hand the ball off to Rayvon Anderson. He is met at the 25, given the 26. He is wrapped, stuffed, and put down by Kyle Caden. You know, Kyle comes into this game this afternoon 7th all-time in tackles at West Virginia University. He has already passed Barrett Green and Steve Dunlap on that all-time list, and he can climb up a little bit higher before this season is done. Now here's a quick drop back by Cubitt. He fires. Nice catch there by Aaron Martin near the first down marker. They'll put him down at the 34.5-yard line. Pick up on that play of about 8 yards. They're going to be about 3rd and a yard away from a first down. Aaron Martin hauled that in. Martin had some huge catches a year ago against West Virginia. Now on a short yardage situation, Rutgers goes with a tall eye. 3 straight in the backfield. Here's the snap. Handoff. No, they did not get it. Marcus Jones was the ball carrier, and they're going to lose a yard on that play. Whoa, Timmy Love, great job defensively with a surge up front. And Marcus Jones, the final man through, was hit, and he was submarined, and down he went. 4th down, Rutgers.
Great penetration defensively, Tony. Really won the line of scrimmage that time.
Good job by Tim Love. He suffered a very scary injury a year ago at Rutgers, had to be taken off the field on a backboard and suffered a concussion. 4th down and 2, Mike Barr on to punt for the Scarlet Knights. Averaging 54.5 yards on his first 2 kicks. Ball will travel from our right to left. This time Rutgers puts 2 of its bullets out to the right. Here's the snap back, and the kick is away. It's a beautiful spiraling deep kick. Lance Frazier to return, makes the catch, muffs the ball. West Virginia picks it up, and they're going to circle the field and have a return of their own. It's Brian King. Brian to the 15, right at the sideline 20. He's at the 25, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line of West Virginia. I'll tell you what, gang, when things are going well for you, things are going well. And that time, Lance Frazier muffed the return. It bounced right to the hands of Brian King, who's playing this afternoon with a bad hand, his right hand. It's going to require surgery at the end of the season. He swung around, reversed the entire direction of the field, and came up to the 30-yard line. Things are going great. Brian told me earlier this week that he's going to have surgery on that right wrist after the season. Here we go. 1st and 10, West Virginia, officially from the 29. Snap, handoff. And this is West Virginia on the move. Coburn over the 40, flag down, 45 up to the 47-yard line. Avon Coburn, but we've got a flag thrown in the offensive backfield. That would have been an 18-yard run, but we are going to get a holding call against West Virginia. So that takes away 18 yards from Avon Coburn's total, and will march back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
He sure hit it, didn't he, though, Tony? Did he just explode up through there? Bounced it outside and then
holding
hit the Jets.
On the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down.
Spot of the foul was the 33, so they'll take it back to the 23-yard line. So that will be actually the first penalty against West Virginia this afternoon, 2nd penalty against the Mountaineers. Had a procedure call early in the game. We've got 4:26 to go here in the opening quarter. 21-0 is our score. West Virginia in control. Now looking at 1st down and 16 from the Mountaineer 23. Two receivers out to each side from the shotgun formation. Coburn to the right of Brad Lewis. Here's Lewis taking the snap. Quarterback draw. Here comes Brad. Brad over the 30. Brad's got a seam to the 40. Lewis up the sideline 50. Rutgers territory at the 45. Knocked out of bounds at the 44. The longest run from scrimmage this season for Brad Lewis goes 32 yards. A great block was thrown by wide receiver McQuell Henderson to give Brad an even larger seam after he got through the initial line of Rutgers defense. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the Rutgers 44. Single setback is Coburn. Two receivers right, double tight ends. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Coburn. Big hole to the 40. He's down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 9 on that one for Avon Coburn. Brad Cunningham, the linebacker, tripped him up.
We've kind of stabilized that defense a little bit, Tony, although we're getting close to the red zone, so we don't want to go to sleep up there. Let's anticipate some pressure.
2nd down and 1. Quarterback keep. Brad Lewis pushes the pile ahead, but a flag thrown on that play.
Flag on the play.
Had the 1st down. We're going to get an illegal shift call against West Virginia. That'll take it back and make it 2nd down and 6. Quickly, what West Virginia does when they come into these short yardage situations, 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, they'll just get right back under center and call a quarterback keep. And that time there was a motion up front. I think it was one of the receivers. Shift is the call.
Illegal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Freezes the clock with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to play in this opening quarter. West Virginia 21, Rutgers nothing. Mountaineers have the ball at the Rutgers 40-yard line. Ball spotted between the hash marks. Mountaineers send out twin receivers left, single receiver to the right. Out of the shotgun formation, Coburn to the right of Brad Lewis. Whistles fly again, and flag is thrown. And the left side of that Mountaineer line had movement on it. We're going to get an illegal motion. Torrey Johnson, the tight end.
Don't lose concentration here now, Tony. It's important we don't get sloppy just because we're up a couple.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
West Virginia, one of the fewest penalized teams in the Big East Conference. In fact, they lead in the least penalties in that category. That just committed 2 in a row. Now it's 2nd down and 11. Ball at the Rutgers 45-yard line. Same formation. 2 receivers left. Single receiver. Braxton to the right. Out of the shotgun look. Here's the snap. Lewis hands off to Coburn, who returns the handoff to Brown. It's a reverse. Here's little Antonio to the 40. And Antonio Brown has a 1st down. Takes it to the Rutgers 30-yard line. A gain of 15 on the double reverse from Coburn to Antonio Brown, who ran from left to right. And West Virginia picks up the 1st down, and they have the ball at the 30-yard line of the Scarlet Knights. It's the 5th carry of the year for Brown. This time West Virginia wingman to the right, Jeremy Knapp. Single setback, Coburn. Out of a shotgun formation on 1st and 10. Snap, toss play goes to Avon, looking for room. He's inside the 30, and he'll take the pile down to the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup for the superback, Avon Coburn. Gary Brackett and Nate Colon made that tackle.
Tony, that was into the boundary. We had trips, tight end trips to the boundary where we actually had a wing right by the tight end. The toss went in there. Good job cutting the ball up inside the block.
2nd down and 6. Trips left. Rutgers walks its defense up. They're going to hand the ball off to Avon, and that time Rutgers defense is there. They'll lose yardage on that carry. Gary Brackett, junior captain from his linebacker position. Former walk-on who's having a great year with 57 tackles coming into today's game, was there waiting on Avon Coburn. That'll make it 3rd down and 8 from the Rutgers 28. Triple receivers left, 2 receivers right. Empty backfield. 5 in the formation. 2:20 to go in the 1st quarter. West Virginia leading 21-0. Out of the gun, Rutgers walks up defensively. Here's the snap. Lewis fires. Ball incomplete, in and out of the hands of McQuell Henderson. It falls incomplete. Rich Rodriguez has a decision to make. The ball's on the Rutgers 28-yard line. This would be a 45-yard field goal for Brendan Rao. His long this season is 41. Would have some wind at his back.
That was a big play opportunity there, Tony. They were in press man coverage, straight man, no help at all. So you break one seam, it's a touchdown.
Going to go for it. West Virginia will go. 4th down and 8 from the 28 of Rutgers. Cassell Smith has checked into the game. Out of the gun. Twin receivers to each side. Rutgers walks its defense up. Tight to the line of scrimmage. Here's the snap. Lewis drops. Lewis throws a floater. The ball is caught by Cassell Smith. He's to the 15, to the 10, up the sideline. 5. End zone touchdown, West Virginia. Cassell Smith scores his second touchdown of the game on a 28-yard catch and run. And with 2:05 to go in the opening quarter, West Virginia takes a 27-0 lead.
Great job there, Tony. Nice touch by Brad. Beautiful touch. Good call. Good catch. I mean, everything was perfect there.
Super job by Phil Braxton blocking Nate Jones, the cornerback, to spring Cassell Smith loose. Extra point attempt for Brendan Rao. Snap back, kick up, and it sails into the Morgantown air. It's good. 28-0. 2:05 to go here in the opening quarter of play.
State Farm Insurance Women's Sports Update.
West Virginia volleyball has a big weekend at the Coliseum. Today, the Mountaineers play host to Notre Dame. Have their final home game of the season tomorrow at 2 against Syracuse. West Virginia 6-16 overall, 2-6 in the Big East. The women's soccer team ended its regular season ranked 24th in the nation, 13-4. They're now into postseason play.
Todd James kickoff is a deep one fielded by Nate Jones in the end zone. He's going to take a knee. It'll be another touchback for the Scarlet Knights, and West Virginia will set up on defense, leading 28-0 following a 6-play 71-yard drive. Brad Lewis firing the touchdown pass to Cassell Smith. 27 yards officially, and the Mountaineers lead it 28-0.
Pretty good run on the end of that catch, too, Tony.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't all pass.
No, you're right.
A couple blocks down there, too.
Yeah, Phil Braxton did a great job. Here we go now. Marcus Jones, the lone setback for Rutgers on 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Receivers out to each side. Double tight end formation. Cubitt takes the snap, running option to the far side. Toss goes to Jones. He's hitting the backfield. Oh, my goodness, there's 5 Mountaineers pounding on top of him. It was like a rodeo. 5 Cowboys and 1 horse.
Doing a good job up front, just beating the blocks, Tony. Really slick. Guys are really running the football, getting off the blocks and running the football.
3-yard loss on that play for the true freshman from St. Augustine, Florida, Marcus Jones. It's 2nd down and 13 from the 17-yard line. Single setback, Marcus Jones. Single receiver to the left. Here's Cubitt dropping straight back. The throw pressure comes. They've got him sacked. Oh, they cut the legs out from under him. James Davis was there to record the sack, and Cubitt went down very awkwardly, but seems to be okay. They'll lose yardage on that one to the total of 9 yards. Trone Carswell, the left tackle, got beat badly on that play by James Davis. It's 3rd down and 22. Davis with his 2nd sack of the afternoon. His first forced a fumble. Scarlet Knights now operating from their own 8-yard line. Have 2 receivers to each side. The lone setback is Jones. 44 seconds to go here in the quarter. Here's the handoff play. Give that ball to Rivon Anderson, and he'll get a yard in the wrong direction. They push him back, and they'll spot him down at the 6-yard line. Rayvon Anderson had nowhere to go. Antoine Lake there to make that stop. West Virginia has once again held Rutgers on 3 plays and out. Scarlet Knights have -5 yards of offense with 15 seconds to go in this quarter. Down 28-0 is Rutgers. Mike Barnow will punt from deep in his own end zone.
They got a good punter.
Not going to get this snap off. The quarter winding down. It has come to an end. We will reverse sides of the field. What a quarter for the West Virginia Mountaineers, offensively, defensively, and special teams. And a standing ovation from the Mountaineer faithful here on homecoming 2001. After 1, Rich Rodriguez's squad leads 28-0. Today's game is brought to you by West Virginia's bank, United National Bank. We're united with the Mountaineers. By Walker Machinery, reminding you that coal keeps the lights on. By the West Virginia Lottery, good things happen when you play. by Gatorade Thirst Quencher. You either have it or you don't. Gatorade, is it in you? And by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Total offense first quarter, West Virginia 234, Rutgers -8. The Knights have yet to register a first down in this contest. They begin the second quarter with a punt.
From deep in their own end zone, 4th down and 24. Barr is back there. West Virginia has 7 across the front. Here's the snap back to Barr. They're coming after it, and he gets the kick away. It's going to be allowed to bounce and take a big Rutgers hop all the way inside the 35-yard line of West Virginia down to the 34. Lance Frazier let that one go over his head. 61 yards on the punt. That's the second 61-yarder for Mike Barr this afternoon. Total offense, first quarter of action, West Virginia 234 yards total. Rutgers -8.
5 possessions, 4 touchdowns in the first quarter, Tony. That's a good way to play it, don't you think?
That's the way it works. Brad Lewis, the Mountaineer offense, ready to go. First down and 10 from the West Virginia 33. Mountaineers lead 28-0. Conventional snap from center. Here's the snap. Handoff taken by Avon Coburn off the right side. Avon strings the play out and is wrapped up after a 2-yard pickup at the 35-yard line. Dwayne Thompson out of Pittsburgh for the Scarlet Knights made that tackle. Thompson played at Penn Hills High School, the same high school as Mountaineer basketball player Drew Shafina. Second down and 8 from the 35. Shotgun snap back to Lewis. He throws the quick pattern outside to Antonio Brown, who makes the catch and takes it ahead to the West Virginia 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3, 5 yards on the catch and run for Antonio Brown, his first reception of the afternoon. He had a carry in the opening quarter.
They're playing kind of loose to that trips out there, Tony. The wide trips, we're able to get that bubble screen and just not getting the support out of their secondary.
Twins,
that you need to stop it.
Excuse me. Twins to each side. 3rd down and 4. Lewis fires. Pass is caught, and West Virginia has a first down. Seth Abraham made the catch, and he takes the ball ahead to the 47-yard line. 8 yards on the reception for Abraham. The senior makes his 4th catch of the season. West Virginia moving the chains. Rich Rodriguez says that's the key to this offense, picking up first downs. 1st and 10 now from the 47. Triple receivers right. Braxton single receiver left. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Avon. Defense is waiting. Avon breaks through the first tackler, and will get no gain on that play. Nate Colon, the junior out of Granville, Ohio, 3-year starter, made the wrap-up on Coburn. Avon, 9 carries, 82 yards so far, and 2 touchdowns. So with no gain, it's 2nd down and 10 from the West Virginia 47. 2 receivers to the wide side, 2 receivers to the short side. Ball spotted on the left side hash mark. Lewis looks over toward the sideline where Rich Rodriguez signals in the play. Coburn to his right, out of the gun. Snap back to Lewis, dropping straight back. Pressure comes. He fires a dart over the middle. Pass is caught by Seth Abraham at the Rutgers 33-yard line. Oh, he floated that one up over the safety, and Abraham laid out and made a great reception that goes for 14 yards. Oh, that was pretty. A touch pass from Lewis.
Yeah, that's a tough one. If you overthrow that, you got a problem if you underthrow it. He put it right in there perfectly. Nice touch.
1st down and 10. West Virginia leading 28-0 from the 33 of the Scarlet Knights. Twins out to the right. Single receiver left. Snap. Fake handoff to Cassell Smith. Lewis fires wide open. Torrey Johnson to the 20, to the 15. Johnson on his feet to the 10. Keeps going all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And once again, Phil Braxton with a super block downfield. A 28-yard catch and run for sophomore tight end Torrey Johnson. It's 1st and goal from the 5. Mountaineers make personnel substitutions. They'll go into an I formation. And Rutgers slow getting back off the field defensively. Out of the I, conventional snap from center. The snap. Lewis toss play left side. Coburn is just tripped up as he started to make his move. He'll lose a yard to the 6. Jeremy Campbell, sophomore out of Montclair, New Jersey. I think he got the outside of his shoelace that time and tripped up Avon Coburn, who was heading toward the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 6. Conventional snap from center, double tight end. Swindoll, single receiver out to the right. Out of the I set. Lewis takes the snap, hands off. Coburn right into the interior of that Rutgers defense inside the 5, down to the 3, a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 3 coming up.
course, those two tight ends force them to balance up, Tony. We do have a flanker in there as well. Looks like they might be spreading it out this time.
Yep, they're going to spread it out on 3rd down and goal from the 3. 2 receivers to each side. Rutgers again making late defensive substitutions. Out of the gun. Single receiver. Single setback, I should say, to the right. Snap back to Lewis. He's going to keep it himself. He will not get in. Down to the 2. It's going to be 4th down and goal coming up from about the 2.5-yard line. And Rich Rodriguez is going to send on the beef. He's going to bring in some extra weight. Nope, he's not. He's going to take out Brad Lewis, in fact, and bring out his field goal kicker, Brendan Rao. So Brendan will get a chance at a relative chip shot of 25 yards. I'm sorry, 19 yards, excuse me. 19-yard field goal attempt. Snap is down. The kick is up. That field goal is good. So with the 11-11 to go here in the second quarter of play, West Virginia with the field goal builds its lead 31-0.
A T-shirt, a membership card for free admission.
31-0 at Mountaineer Field following the 29-yard field goal from Brendan Rao. 11-11 to go here in the second quarter, and a lot to celebrate so far for West Virginia fans. Todd James on for his 6th kickoff of the half. Boots this one away from right to left. It will be returnable. It will be taken by Nate Jones from the 5. He's to the 10, now to the 15, breaks free at the 20, and then is buried by Sean Hackett over the 25.
There's that crease again, Tony. We're recovering to take care of it, but I'd sure like us to close that gap down a little bit.
He went 23 yards on that return. So Rutgers, to this point, -8 yards of offense. Will have it 1st down and 10 from their 29-yard line. Scarlet Knights will start off with Rayvon Anderson in the backfield. The fullback will be Seth Stanton. Rutgers with 2 receivers out to the left, and we've got motion up front. West Virginia says that the Scarlet Knights committed the procedure. The tight end, L.J. Smith.
To the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 1st down.
That's the call. Procedure against L.J. Smith, and Greg Schiano, who brought those officials in earlier this week for practice to try to help his team stop committing those type of errors, has got to be frustrated over on that sideline.
That was a stem by West Virginia, too, that they jumped off sides on. So
on 1st down and 15, handoff goes to Anderson. He's met at the 25-yard line. Anderson going nowhere. Grant Wiley, a sophomore out of Trapp, Pennsylvania, was there to fill the hole.
It always makes it tough on the offensive line, Tony, when you stem late like that. West Virginia's done it several times, particularly the last 2 plays, and that has contributed, I think, to the penalties of illegal procedure offensively.
Now 2nd down and 14. Here is Cubitt. The quarterback fires. Pass broken up beautifully at the 30-yard line by Lance Frazier. Great job as he got his hand in and batted the ball down, intended for the senior wideout, Delrico Fletcher. And bang, bang, bang. It's 3rd down and 14 again, and Rutgers must seem like it's Groundhog Day out there, because all afternoon it's been 3rd and 14, 3rd and 22. It has been a haul. Here we go. 3rd down and 14. Rutgers will go with 2 tight ends. Single receiver to each side, and here is the quarterback, Cubitt. Looking to his right, pressure comes. Davis has got him, and finally get him down and sack him. Back inside the 20 at the 17. Tim Love records his 1st sack of the season. The assist goes to James Davis, who had the first shot at the quarterback, Cubitt. He spun him around, and then Love came over and finished him off. 4th down and 22, punt time for the Scarlet Knights. West Virginia leading 31-0. 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and the Mountaineers should get the ball back in good position. The bright spot for Rutgers has been the punter, Mike Barr, averaging 55 yards on 4 punts. Rutgers puts 2 bullets out to the right, single out to the left. Low snap comes in. West Virginia goes after it. Punt is away. Frazier coming over to his left, makes the catch, muffs the ball, and it goes out of bounds along the near sideline, and the official will put the ball down at the 28-yard line. 55 yards on the punt. Let's pause.
During the game.
So doubling left, Y short. 23 scat, Z and Y seam on 1, ready?
After the game. Get all the facts and all the stats. Click on MSNSportsnet.com.
Mountaineer coach Rich Rodriguez watching his team put together its best offensive performance of the season, leading 31-0. 9:38 to go here, second quarter, 1st and 10, West Virginia from its 28-yard line. Out of the gun, 2 receivers over to the right, 1 to the left. Lewis takes the snap, option play, toss goes to Coburn. Coburn to the 30. Coburn has a hold over the 35. Coburn hit from behind and driven down over the 40. Picks it ahead to the 42 and a half. First down on a 14-yard pickup for Avon Coburn. What a quarter this guy put together in the first quarter, scoring 2 touchdowns, and on that carry here in the second quarter, he has 97 yards.
Well, great job, that option. Really expressing that well, Tony. I'm sure liking the looks of that.
Triple receivers right, single receiver to the left. First down and 10 from the 43. Snap back to Lewis, and he fakes the handoff to Coburn, and he's in trouble. Gets away from the defender, keeps his feet over the 45, takes it toward the midfield stripe, down at the 49 of West Virginia. He'll gain 6. He got away from the linebacker, Gary Brackett, who had him bracketed up and lined up for a sack. And Lewis was able to get himself free and pick up some positive yardage.
Yeah, the nakeds aren't quite there because they're tend to box, at least to the one side, opposite where we fake the handoff.
2nd and 4 from the 49. Snap back to Brad. Hands the ball off to Avon. Right up the middle. He's to the Rutgers 40, to the 35, to the 30. Foot race, 25, 20, 15, 10. Dragged down inside the 10-yard line, and someone lost their shoe. Avon Coburn with a fantastic run. Nate Jones finally brought him down. It goes all the way for 43 yards down inside the 10-yard line. What a day for Avon Coburn, who now goes over the 1,000-yard mark on the season. He's got 140 yards with 8:48 to go here in the half. Here's the snap. First down. It's Cassell Smith, and he spins himself down to the 7-yard line, a gain of 2 on the play. West Virginia with the no-huddle offense, trying to pick this tempo up very quickly, trying to get every snap off as quickly as they can, as defensively Rutgers is struggling to get used to this offense, Dwight.
Well, I think the wind's out of the sail just a little bit, so it's important we put the final nails in this one. 2nd and goal from the 6. Shotgun snap back to Lewis. Handoff goes to Cassell Smith. He's to the 5, and we've got a late penalty flag thrown at the 5-yard line. We're going to get offside called here against Rutgers. And I've been mentioning that the Scarlet Knights just have not been able to make the defensive personnel substitutions with the frequency that they need.
Tony, I think they're trying to see what we're going to do.
Yep.
I think if it's too tight, they want certain personnel in. If we're in our spread set, they want a different personnel, and it's hard to make that.
Defense, penalty is half the distance to the goal. Repeat, 2nd down.
It's really tough when you're clear down near the end zone. That's a long substitution. I think
sure,
that's what they're struggling
absolutely
with.
right. So they'll take the ball inside the 5, and they'll put it down at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 3 for the Mountaineers. Phil Braxton lines up, receiver out to the left. Sean Terry out to the right. Antonio Brown slot right. Coburn to the left of quarterback Brad Lewis. Out of the shotgun snap. 2nd down and goal from the 3. West Virginia leading 31-0. Lewis awaits the snap. Snap is back. Lewis, option toss, goes to Coburn. He's inside the end zone to the touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and that's the 3rd touchdown this afternoon for Avon Coburn. And with 7:51 to go here in the 2nd quarter, West Virginia 37, Rutgers nothing. Homecoming 2001 could not have been scripted better. Option toss goes to Coburn, and he shed a would-be tackler at the 5 with a quick little juke, and just got the ball over the goal line for the score. Brendan Rouse, extra point from the hold of Nastasi, is into the air, and it is good. 38-0. West Virginia. 7:51 to go till halftime.
Next week on MSN Radio.
West Virginia returns to action in next Saturday when the Mountaineers travel to Syracuse, a Big East Conference game with the nationally ranked Orangemen at the Carrier Dome. We invite you to join us on your favorite MSN affiliate for all the exciting action of West Virginia football. Airtime for the Syracuse game next Saturday, November 10th, will be 11:30 in the morning. Well, sir, they tell me we've got a bulletin from down below. They've started to warm up the Rutgers buses. I don't know if they're going to leave at halftime or not. 38-0 West Virginia on top. We got to keep pouring it on.
We've said all season that this team needs a confidence builder, and it appears that it's as though it has arrived here today. Todd James with the kickoff. It will be fielded by Nate Jones. From the 2, they're going to run the fake reverse, and Jones gets stuck and driven back at the 11-yard line. That's the reverse kickoff that was used here at West Virginia last season by former Mountaineer assistant Darrell Hazel. And they knew this week that Hazel, who now is the assistant at Rutgers, would bring that reverse with him, either the fake or the keep. And Scotty Jerko from University High here in Morgantown, the true freshman, did not bite a bit, and he hit Nate Jones and knocked him back. Great job by Scotty G.
It didn't work when Hazel used it here either. He should have learned something.
1st and 10 Rutgers from their 12. Fake the toss, hand off, loose ball, fumble, football picked up by Hackett of West Virginia into the end zone, touchdown. Sean Hackett with a fumble recovery. The fullback, L.J. Smith, lined up and took the handoff, and he fumbled the football. Sean Hackett recovered it and ran it in from 8 yards away. Touchdown, West Virginia. Oh, my. It can't get any better than this. A little cross play, and the ball carrier Smith coughed it up. It bounced right into the hands of Sean Hackett, who ran it into the end zone for the score. Extra point for Brendan Rao. He's going to need a resuscitator on his leg. Nastasi awaits the snap from Scott Fleming. Snap back. Kick is up. And that kick is good. It is 45-0 West Virginia with 7:36 to go here in the second quarter.
Now, folks, you may have been wondering what happens when you log on to MSNSportsnet.com. Bringing the Mountaineers to you. MSNSportsnet.com.
If you're sitting in the following row,
West Virginia has scored 14 points in 15 seconds, and they lead 45-0. 7:36 to go here in the second quarter of play. Before today's game, West Virginia's football team had scored 12 touchdowns this season. This afternoon, they've got 6. Here's the kickoff from Todd James. He keeps it on the ground and takes a big hop. That's a loose ball fielded by Jones at the 8. He's to the 20. Is hit hard, stuck, and driven down at the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the return. Great hit by Jamel Adai. Let's get a score update on that Pitt game right now with Hoppy. Oh, my.
24-7 at the half. Somebody stop him.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a shocker.
Pitt, we got a chance to stop him on the 24th.
That's what I was just thinking of that. Pitt, of course, is West Virginia's last game of the regular season. Here we go. 1st down and 10 for Rutgers. From the 20, they run a toss play taken by Nate Cologne. He is hit hard by Kyle Caden, driven down to the 21. Oh, he stuck him. What a hit there by Kyle Caden. Now, that was Cologne, the ball carrier for the Scarlet Knights. That is their safety. He played safety just a few moments ago, and now they put him in there as a running back.
Tony, you got to feel good about this defense. The activity we're seeing down there, these guys fundamentally doing some good things. I mean, getting off blocks, running to the ball, taking care of the cutback, all the good things.
They're thinking about using the West Virginia trooper at fullback this time.
2nd down and 9, play action. Here's Cuban, has some time. He runs out of the pocket. He's to the 25, being pursued from behind over the 30. Rutgers has a 1st down ahead to the 34-yard line. 14-yard run by Ryan Cubitt, and that is the Rutgers' first down of the game. With 6:42 to go here in the second quarter, they're down 45-0.
If I'm not mistaken, Tony, earlier in the season, Rutgers played an entire game without a 1st down.
it's a long game.
First down and 10 for Rutgers. From their 30-yard line, I formation, double receivers left. And here's the snap and the handoff taken by Rayvon Anderson, and he'll take the ball ahead to the 32-yard line. I'm sorry, 37, excuse me. He'll gain 2 yards on the play. Sean Hackett there defensively to make the tackle.
Traded to unbalanced that time, Tony. They like to run that ball inside to the unbalanced look against our defense.
5:57 to go, second quarter. Second down and 8 for Rutgers. L.J. Smith, Rayvon Anderson in an I formation. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Anderson off the left side. Has a little bit of a hole. Breaks a tackle over the 40. Takes it ahead to the 42-yard line. A gain of 4 for the senior from Hoboken, New Jersey. Corey McIntyre made the tackle. And we've got an injured Rutgers player down. That's Delrico Fletcher, the receiver. He quickly bounces up and is going to gingerly make himself available over to the sideline. Going to take himself off.
Yeah, that time they made the handoff to the tight end side, but then cut immediately back to the split end side of the field where we had where they had twins, I should say, and found a little crease over there. So they're trying to get us flowing one direction and then get the cut back.
You know, they've come to life in 4 plays. They've gone from minus 30 yards rushing to minus 10.
See if we can stop him here. Third down and 3. Rutgers from their 42. Triple receivers right. Single setback. Here's Cubitt dropping back to throw. Pressure comes. He's flushed. Running off to the right side. He's hit. Releases the ball. Intercepted by Kyle Caden up the sideline to 30. The 25. The 21 man to beat the 15 to the 10. He is hit inside the 10-yard line and driven down at the 7-yard line. Kyle Caden with the interception was hit hard from behind, forced the ball loose after he hit the ground, and West Virginia will have a first down and goal coming up off the interception. Injured Rutgers player down. The center, Brian Borer, is injured and on his back at the 11-yard line. So Cubitt throws the interception. And West Virginia's Kyle Caden with a nifty little return up the near sideline by the Mountaineer bench and was knocked down inside the 10-yard line. They'll spot him down at the 6. 5:05 to go, second quarter, 45-0 West Virginia. Tickets for the 2001-2 basketball campaign on sale now at the Mountaineer ticket office. We've got special weekend, Big East, and flex plan packages available to fit your needs. For more information or to purchase basketball tickets, contact the Mountaineer ticket office, 1-800-WVU-GAME. Mountaineers will make their first public appearance later on today, an exhibition game against a touring team from New Zealand at the Coliseum. Kyle Caden has just picked off his second pass of the season. Let's get a score update with Hoppy.
Tony, the Canes are in good shape. They lead Temple 28-0 in the third quarter. Ken Dorsey, a couple of touchdown passes. Clinton Portis has a 7-yard touchdown run. We told you halftime in Pittsburgh, where Pittsburgh leads Virginia Tech 24-7. David Priestley, 3 touchdown passes so far in that ball game. It's number 15 Purdue leading number 18 Illinois 13-10 at the half. Number 3 Florida all over Vanderbilt 31-0 second quarter. Rex Grossman, a couple of touchdown passes there. Number 5 Texas leading Baylor 28-7. In the second quarter, Chris Sims has thrown for 2 touchdown passes. He has a 1-yard touchdown run. Number 16, Maryland leads Troy State 24-0 in the second. Mark Riley, a 69-yard touchdown run for the Terps. Sean Hill, a 17-yard touchdown pass to Bruce Perry. Bruce Perry also has a 10-yard touchdown run. Number 20, South Carolina leads Wofford by a score of 24-7. They're in the second quarter. Penn State all over Southern Miss 31-7 in the third. Zach Mills, big day so far. 2 touchdown passes and a 9-yard touchdown run. Wisconsin leads Iowa 27-14 in the second. North Carolina State 42, Duke nothing in the second. Phil Rivers has touchdown passes of 5, 6, and 15 yards for NC State. Indiana all over Northwestern 35-0 in the second. Tony, it's blowout day as Randall L. has touchdown passes of 47, 27, and 10 yards. And Virginia leads Wake Forest 16-10 in the third. All these scores and more plus previews coming up at the half.
Thank you, Hoppy. Brian Borer, the junior center for the Scarlet Knights, is in some real bad pain down at the 10-yard line. The Rutgers training staff is attending to him. They have brought out what appears to be the air cast. We take a look at our replay monitor at this last sequence of events. Cubitt threw the interception. Caden returning the football. The center, Borer, coming back to try to help out. And as he comes over there, he planted his leg. It stuck into the turf and looks as though he did a significant amount of damage. 5:05 to go, second quarter, 45-0. West Virginia on top of the Scarlet Knights.
Brian Bohr has been put on the golf cart. He's sitting up. We like to see that. They're taking him off now to the far sideline and into the locker room. He's reclining now, air cast on that left leg, so we assume he has some sort of a knee problem. A good hand from the crowd here at homecoming 2001. 5:05 to go till halftime. West Virginia enjoying immensely a 45-0 lead in this ball game. And Dwight Wallace, certainly one of those afternoons where you'd like to can it and bring it out every week.
Wouldn't that be great, or freeze dry some of it, or do something? Oh my,
yes.
Because it's you're exactly right. This is fun.
First and goal to go.
Here we go, guys. First down and goal from the 6-yard line. Out of the shotgun formation, snap, toss play goes to Avon Coburn. Coburn takes it inside the 5, down to the 4. Gain of 2 yards on that play. Nate Colon, the strong safety, who just a series ago was running the ball for the Scarlet Knights, makes that tackle on Avon. It'll be second down and goal from the 4-yard line. 2 receivers out to each side. Single receiver. McQuell Henderson is wide open to the left. They don't have a man on him. Lewis takes the snap, throws to Henderson, wide open, end zone, touchdown. McQuell Henderson was uncovered, and he goes in for the touchdown from 4 yards away. McQuell Henderson, the true freshman from Mobile, Alabama, scores his first touchdown as a Mountaineer. I'm the happiest guy in this stadium because I was just hoping that Lewis would see him.
I'll tell you, it is a good heads-up play on both those kids' part. It looks so simple, but that's not always so easy to do. But good heads-up job. And, Tony, good job by you spotting it.
Thank you. Thank you, Dwight. Brendan Rao for the extra point. The kick is up, and that kick is good. It is 52-0. West Virginia with 4 minutes and 37 seconds to play here in the second quarter. That touchdown was set up by the interception return by Kyle Caden. West Virginia has scored 28 of its 52 points as the result of Rutgers turnovers. And that's what you have to do. That's what's been hurting West Virginia so much. Turnovers this season. And 3 fumbles, and 1 interception, all leading to touchdowns for the Mountaineers. Rich Rodriguez's squad has hit a season high with 52 points. Take a look at the scoring drives for West Virginia so far this afternoon. 8 plays, 79 yards and 202. 4 plays, 82 yards and 117. 2 plays, 11 yards and 45 seconds. 6 plays, 71 yards and 228. 10 plays, 65 yards and 333. 5 plays, 72 yards and 147. And that last one, 2 plays, 6 yards and 28 seconds.
Now this shows you how bad Rutgers is, because under similar situations we'd be killing our defense, but Rutgers hasn't even scored yet.
Nate Jones and Eddie Grimes back deep to return the kickoff from Todd James. On a beautiful sunny afternoon in Morgantown, James has the ball on the tee. Kick will travel from right to left. Rutgers has almost busted a kickoff or 2 here this afternoon.
The middle return seems to be pretty good for them.
This one on the ground goes through the legs of one of the up men. Will be fielded by Nate Jones from the 6. Jones to the 15 is pursued, and he is knocked down. Nice job defensively by Scotty Jerko. What a special teams demon he has been here this afternoon. The true freshman from University High School is making a very strong case to become a scholarship athlete in this program. He came to WVU as a walk-on, and I can almost guarantee you he is going to earn himself a scholarship.
Tony is wearing that experimental stealth uniform today.
Yeah, they're not seeing him. All righty, first down and 10. Rutgers from its 16. Rayvon Anderson, lone setback, double tight end, receiver to each side. Cubitt drops the throw, 3-step, looks to his right, now to his left, wide open field. He's going to run with it. He's to the 25, and he is tripped up at the 30-yard line. They'll have a 14-yard pickup and a first down for the Scarlet Knights. Rutgers' 2 biggest offensive plays this afternoon have come from Ryan Cubitt running from the pocket.
The ball just short of 31.
4:13 and counting. Out of an I formation, twin receivers over to the left. Cubitt hands the ball off to Rayvon Anderson. Has a seam. Corey McIntyre slowed him down, and Rick Sherrod finished him off at the 32, a gain of 1. Sherrod back in the lineup this afternoon after missing the last game against Miami with a knee injury. And Rick Sherrod, who leads the nation in tackles with 102 stops, averaging 17 tackles per game, made that last hit. 2nd down and 9. Rutgers goes with an I formation, and they've got Marcus Jones dotting the I. 2 receivers out to the right. Here's Cubitt. Play actions, has plenty of time, fires a deep ball over the middle. Ball is tipped. It is intercepted by Hackett at West Virginia. Return to the 40. Hackett to the 30. Hackett up the sideline. They're not going to touch him. 15, 10, 5. End zone touchdown. Sean Hackett with a 50-yard interception return. His 2nd touchdown of the quarter. A penalty flag thrown on the play. Hackett threw the ball toward the stands after running into the end zone. Hopefully that's only an unsportsmanlike call, and it won't be coming back. 50 yards. The pass was deflected into the air by L.J. Smith, the tight end, the intended receiver, and Hackett was there to gobble it up. Touchdown, West Virginia. Hackett with 2 scores. It's 58-0 Mountaineers. 3:24 to go.
2 penalties against West Virginia. Personal foul, late hit, and unsportsmanlike conduct. 30 yards and penalties will be marked off on the try.
Oh, a field goal touchdown.
The touchdown is good. 2 15-yard penalties against the Mountaineers. And Brendan Rao is going to come off the field, and Todd James, who has got the bigger leg, will come on to try an extra point attempt, which will probably be the longest one you've ever seen attempted. This is going to be this is going to be a 50-yard extra point attempt. 50-yard extra point attempt for Todd James after successive 15-yard penalties. 58-0 Mountaineers. What do you want to do here, Coach? You want to fake it and go throw for the 2?
Well, it depends if you can make it. If you got a chance of making it, it's probably worth kicking it. But you've got nothing to lose.
I'm interested in what Rodriguez is saying to Hackett.
Here we go, a 50-yard field goal attempt for Todd James. Well, an extra point attempt, I should say. 50 yards away for 1 point. The snap is back. The kick is on the way. That kick has the distance. That kick is good.
Holy smoke.
A 50-yard extra point. It is almost heaven in West Virginia. 59-0. The most points ever scored by a Mountaineer football team in a half. The old record was 49 points. That was a game against Cincinnati in 1989 in the 2nd half. And here today, 59 opening half points for West Virginia. 3:24 to go in the 2nd quarter. And across the nation right now, people are looking at those scores coming in on the internet and various places, and they're going, wait a second, there's got to be something wrong with that score. Check it.
They think the basketball game's already started. Greg Schiano didn't throw his headsets down. He threw one of his assistant coaches down. Oh, he's a young guy, though. He'll have better days, I'll tell you. 59-0 and a 50-yard extra point. Woo.
Wow. Sean Hackett with 2 touchdowns, 1 on a fumble recovery, 1 on an interception. James late getting back onto the field, had to go get his tee to kick the ball off. Nate Jones and Eddie Grimes back deep to return. Total yardage 373 for West Virginia, 21 for Rutgers.
2 SUVs of just leaving the parking lot, Jersey plates.
Here's James. Again on the ground, line drive kick, going to take a hop, and it will be fielded by Eddie Grimes. Grimes to the 20 and Grimes to the 25, and he's ahead of the 28. And guess who? Scotty Jerko again in on that tackle. A 13-yard return for the freshman from Hialeah, Florida, Eddie Grimes. So 59-0 is the score on the big board here at Mountaineer Field, and a record-setting performance by West Virginia.
Looks like they had the whole offense kind of huddled there, Tony, trying to get something going. They need a couple first downs is what they're thinking.
I formation for the Scarlet Knights. Marcus Jones dots the I. Here's the toss play to Jones off the left side. He's got a hole. Jones to the 34-yard line and is knocked down at the 35. A gain of 6 yards on the play.
That's that counter belly fake and then toss.
Right now, let's pause.
Pop it in there, baby.
During the game.
So doubling left, wide short. 23 scat, Z and Y seam on one, ready?
After the game. Get all the facts and all the stats. Click on MSNSportsNet.com.
On second down and 3, the handoff goes to Marcus Jones. Tries it off the left side, and he'll be close to the first down. Took the ball ahead to the 37.5, 38-yard line. They needed 38 for the first down. Antoine Lake checks into the game. Cedric Lewis checks out. A little bit of a hobble to his step. Going to bring the chains over from the far sideline. Stretch of the chain, and it shows that Rutgers has the first down. 2:37 to go.
That's the first time those guys have been on the field all day, Tony. West Virginia hasn't had a play that close.
Nope. Just the third first down for Greg Schiano's Rutgers squad. West Virginia has 14 first down. Scarlet Knights now will put 2 receivers out to each side, including the tight end, L.J. Smith. Off to the near side. Single setback, and they hand it off to make that Smith, and he'll take it ahead to the 40. Just over the 40-yard line, a gain of 2 on the play.
Stop made by number 42, Kevin.
Defensively, there for West Virginia, Kevin Freeman.
2nd and 8.
Freeman's been rotating this afternoon with James Davis. Davis had a huge sack, which forced a fumble early in this football game. On second down and 8, out of an I formation, the snap. And play action. And Cubitt gets away from one defender, looking downfield, still looking. He fires, and the pass, uncatchable, out of bounds, sails into the Mountaineer bench, incomplete. Good defensive pressure that time by the Mountaineers. Kyle Caden knocking the quarterback Cubitt to the turf after he released the football. Pass intended for L.J. Smith. James Davis came streaking across initially, had a good first attempt at Cubitt, forced him out of the pocket, and then Cubitt coming back toward the near side threw the ball away. 3rd down and 8 for Rutgers from its 40-yard line. 1:48 to go, second quarter. West Virginia 59, Rutgers nothing. Twin receivers to each side. Now a motion man from left to right. And the snap. Cubitt dropping back to throw, rolling that pocket out to the right. He looks, he pumps, he fires as a man. Pass is caught. That's Trez Moses. And Moses is buried at the 49 of the Scarlet Knights. They get 9 yards and a first down. Nice play that time by Cubitt, biding his time until a man came open, and he fired a dart to Trez Moses, true freshman from Delray Beach, Florida. So a first down and 10 for Rutgers as they try to get the ball to West Virginia territory for the first time this afternoon with 90 seconds to go in the half.
That's unfair. They get Moses playing for him.
Out of the eyes set. Here's Cubitt, play actions. He looks, he fires to the far sideline, incomplete, uncatchable. Josh Hobbs, a junior out of Somerville, New Jersey, never had a chance as he ran it out toward the far sideline. The ball was uncatchable.
Cubitt on the afternoon, 4 of 11, 21 yards. He's had 2 picked off. Tell you, Tony, he moves well. He's got the mechanics. You figure he's a freshman. He's got a future.
Absolutely. His dad, the offensive coordinator at Rutgers. Second down and 10 from the 49, shotgun formation with 2 setbacks and a receiver out to each side. On second and 10, Cubitt dropping straight back to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to run inside Mountaineer territory. He's down to the 40 and is knocked down there by Kyle Caden. He's got a first down. The 11 yards on the pickup, and that has been the single most effective play this afternoon for Rutgers. 3 long runs by Ryan Cubitt. And he's not known for his rushing. He comes into the game negative 92 yards this season when you add in all the sacks. Had a 19-yard run, his longest of the year against UConn. They've got the ball to the West Virginia 40-yard line, and now the whistles blow down below with 58 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And the officials sort things through, and they're going to reset the clock and play. Twin receivers to each side. I should say, excuse me, 2 receivers out to the right and a single receiver to the left. Out of the gun. Hubert has the snap, dropping 3 steps, looking to his left, comes back over the middle, still now with that ball, holding it, rolling into his right. Pressure comes. He releases. The pass is intercepted by West Virginia. Picked out of the air by the Mountaineers, Angel Estrada. His first interception of the season as he gobbled it away from the intended receiver, Marcus Jones, who came out of the backfield. Interception for Estrada. West Virginia takes it back with 39 seconds to go here in the opening half.
It's been interesting, Tony, those 3 scrambles that the Rutgers quarterback has had for first downs. He's followed up within the next 1 or 2 plays with an interception.
First down and 10. West Virginia takes the ball over from its 30-yard line. 2 receivers out to the right, single setback. Lewis under center, handing the ball off to Avon. Avon jukes from one would-be defender, and he'll take the ball ahead to the 33-yard line. Here this afternoon in a memorable, record-setting opening half for West Virginia. Avon Coburn has rushed for 133 yards on 16 carries, scoring 3 touchdowns. The Mountaineers in no hurry to get another play off. They'll let the clock wind down. Rich Rodriguez, class of '85, enjoying his first homecoming as West Virginia's head coach, will go into the locker room with a 59-0 lead over the Scarlet Knights. It's halftime.
Well, let's not talk football at the outset. Our congratulations go out to Jama Lee Close of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. She's the homecoming queen for 2001, and our king this year is Brian Joseph Jenkins. Brian is from Richmond, Virginia. I like the queen. She's a broadcast news major. Maybe we can get her up here in the booth next year, huh? I don't know. 59-0 the score. West Virginia running away with the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. It is a homecoming to remember. At least the first half has been. We have no reason to believe the second half is going to be any different. I tell you what, my comment in the first half about one of the West Virginia State Police being recruited as a fullback for Rutgers brought one of them up here to our booth at halftime. He wanted to know if I was serious. Well, no, not really. Rutgers will be kicking off. The Mountaineers will put it in play. 5-9 to zip is the score.
Ryan Sands kickoff, angles toward the near side, fielded by Phil Braxton from the 20. Fielded the 25, has a seam at the 30, to the 35, up the sideline to the 40, and he takes the would-be tackler ahead for a ride, and he takes the ball all the way up to the 49-yard line. That was the kicker, Ryan Sands, making the tackle. Total offense for West Virginia in the opening half, 376 yards, just 54 for the Scarlet Knights. Time of possession, West Virginia just 12 minutes and 10 seconds. Rutgers had it for nearly 18 minutes, but it's 59-0 West Virginia, and Rich Rodriguez has inserted Rasheed Marshall in at quarterback for the Mountaineers. His first action since the season opener against Boston College, coming back from the wrist fracture. Marshall under center, conventional snap from center, and a whistle blows as the snap takes place, and we're going to get a penalty flag down. Looks as though we may have had a hitch on that snap back to Rasheed Marshall. Just 9 seconds into this second half, we've got a penalty, and here's Dennis Hennigan, the referee.
Illegal snap by the offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
The illegal snap is the call, and we'll step back 5 yards to the 44-yard line. Zach Dillow, the Mountaineer center, hitched that ball, pumped it once, and then brought it back, and that led to the flag. So now they go with a shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side as Marshall looks over toward the West Virginia sideline and gets the play call. Coburn to his right, snap back to Marshall, and he's going to run a quarterback draw. Here comes Marshall. Marshall ahead to the 48-yard line, a gain of 4 on the play. Billy Tullock, the senior out of Union, New Jersey, makes the tackle. Corey Johnson, Jeremy Knapp check into the game as Phil Braxton make that Antonio Brown and A.J. Nastasi come out of the lineup. Now a conventional snap from center once again for Rasheed Marshall. 2nd down and 11. 2 tight ends in the formation. Lone setback Coburn, and they play fake to Coburn. No, they give the ball to Coburn, and Avon takes it over the 50-yard line, and he takes that ball down to the 47, a gain of 4 on the play. Nice play fake by Marshall, who faked me out. Alfred Peterson, the left end, made that tackle on Avon.
2 tight ends that time, trying to balance them up. Now we're going back to the spread set.
3rd down and 6 for West Virginia. They need the Rutgers 41-yard line. Minute into this second half. Rasheed Marshall in at quarterback with 2 receivers to each side. Rutgers showing blitz. And we had offsides, I believe, against Rutgers. One of their linebackers came flying into the hole and forced one of the Mountaineer offensive linemen to jump back. And now the officials are going to discuss this call. The referee, Hennigan, will get together with 2 other officials. I think that was against Rutgers in that he came charging toward the line and forced the Mountaineers to think they were coming.
Ball start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
Horse feathers. 7th penalty, 65 yards. 8th penalty for 65 yards. Takes the ball back inside Mountaineer territory to the 48, and it's a passing situation for Rasheed Marshall. 3rd down and 11. 2 receivers to each side. Out of a shotgun with Avon Coburn to his right. Marshall yet to throw in this opening series. Redshirt freshman out of Pittsburgh takes the snap back, dropping straight to throw. Pressure comes. He releases a deep ball downfield for Phil Braxton. Penalty flag flies. Braxton was interfered with there by the cornerback, Tony Berry. We're going to have an interference call coming up here as the field judge comes over to speak with the referee at the 50-yard line.
Looked to me like Braxton had his hand on the defender too, so this could go either way.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. 1st down.
So it was defensive pass interference. Braxton, the intended receiver. They wanted man-to-man coverage there for a jump ball, and Braxton was held there by the senior, Tony Berry, at the cornerback spot. It's 1st and 10, West Virginia from the Rutgers 37-yard line, with the Mountaineers leading 59-0. Out of a shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Coburn to the left of Rasheed Marshall. Rasheed takes the snap, hands the ball off to Avon. No, he's going to keep it, and here comes Rasheed to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. It's a foot race. 15, cuts at the 10, and is down inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7. There's the versatility that Rasheed Marshall gives you with his feet. A 30-yard rush for Rasheed Marshall. A nice play action to Avon Coburn. He kept it off the left side and was running hard and gets it inside the 10, down officially to the 6-yard line.
It gives the defenses one more dimension to worry about.
Single setback is Coburn. 2 tight ends, receivers out to each side. On 1st and goal, here's the snap. Coburn gets the handoff. He's at the 5. Coburn takes a tackler with him, pushing toward the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, West Virginia. A 6-yard touchdown run for Avon Coburn, his 4th of the afternoon. And Coburn gives West Virginia a 65-0 lead. 2 minutes into this second half of play.
Great run, Avon.
He really did work for that.
He wanted that one. He took 3 of them in with him.
He literally dragged 3 defenders in with him. Extra point for Brendan Rao. Snap back, kick into the air, and the kick is good. 2 minutes in, second half. West Virginia 66. Rutgers nothing.
We've been there for key touchdowns and for clutch baskets. We've cried tears of joy with them and tears of sadness for them. We've watched thousands of student athletes grow up on the field and in the classroom. Through all the years, we've been there because at United National Bank, we truly are proud to be united with the Mountaineers.
The opening drive of the 3rd quarter for West Virginia, much like the drives in the opening half. West Virginia scores a touchdown. Avon Coburn from 6 yards away. It is 66-0. Mountaineers on top. Todd James ready for the kickoff. Back deep, Nate Jones and Eddie Grimes. Kick will be fielded by Jones from the 3. He's to the 5 and now to the 10. Middle of the field to the 20. Has a seam over the 25. Bowie was hit hard on that play. A barreling hit by Orandi Cox as he knocks down Nate Jones of Rutgers. Scarlet Knights will have it first down and 10 from their 26-yard line. Big blast there by Cox, the junior out of Decatur, Georgia, who's been hampered this season by some ankle injuries. 66 zip, and Rutgers will take over. Just 54 yards of total offense this afternoon. Marcus Jones dots the I out of an I formation. Handoff goes to Jones, running off the right side, sheds a tackle, keeps his feet over the 30-yard line, ahead to the 33, a gain of 7 on the play. Antoine Lake makes the stop for West Virginia, the big senior out of Cambridge, Maryland.
I have a feeling we're going to get a chance to see just how good this running game is for Rutgers. I think they're going to try to run it, establish that, and mix in a few play actions.
Twin receivers to the left, single receiver to the right on 2nd down and 3 out of the I. Here's Cubitt, little toss play taken there by Jones, and Jones runs out of bounds on the near sideline at the Rutgers 36-yard line. Good for the first down. He picks up 3 yards on the play. Down below, Rick Trickett, Mountaineer offensive line coach, giving a hug to Avon Coburn, who has scored his 4th touchdown of the afternoon, giving him now 9 touchdowns on the season. Coburn this afternoon, 147 yards rushing on 19 carries. He came in this afternoon's game needing 124 for his 3rd consecutive 1,000-yard season, and now is less than 1,000 yards away from becoming WVU's all-time leading rusher. Mark held by Amos Zaraway. First down is recorded as they stretch the chains. 12:16 to go here in this 3rd quarter of play. West Virginia leads 66-0. And guys, we've talked about the catharsis, the purging that this football team has needed with a lot of frustration this season. It is here, and this is now a confidence-building time for this football team. On 1st down and 10, the WVU defense stems. Rutgers out of the I. Handoff goes to Marcus Jones, and Jones going to get it maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That is all that's cooking there. Kyle Caden, who had an interception in the opening half, records the tackle. Caden this afternoon making his 40th career start.
Big thing here is staying sharp, Tony. I think that's what the coaches would like to see. Let's stay sharp, try to play a lot of people as we get involved in this thing, but let's keep our concentration. Don't let it get sloppy.
On the snap, toss play goes to Marcus Jones, tries to turn the corner left, gets away from 1 man, but not 2. There is Kevin Freeman there to bring him down. 2-yard loss on the play. We do have a penalty marker thrown upfield at the 40-yard line, holding against Rutgers. So they lose yardage on the play and a holding call against the Scarlet Knights. And so you're in that likelihood where you're going to say no to the penalty, decline it, and bring up 3rd down.
You know who's enjoying this game today, I believe? Harry Flash Clark.
Holding.
He played for the Bears.
3rd down.
The Mountaineer running back played for the Bears when they beat the Redskins 73-0. He's saying right now, this is my kind of football.
3rd down and 11, empty backfield, 5 in the formation. Cubitt drops to throw a quick little screen pass, and it is incomplete through the fingertips of Trez Moses. Mountaineers say it never hit the ground, and it is going to be recorded as an interception for West Virginia. Deflected off the intended receiver, Moses, and it bounds into the hands of Kevin Freeman. It never touched the turf. It was picked up off the backside of the intended receiver, Moses, and it is intercepted by West Virginia's Kevin Freeman, who gobbled it up. The ball will be spotted down at the 34-yard line of the Scarlet Knights. Another turnover for Rutgers. 7th of the game. Wow.
At the Rutgers 34.
West Virginia has scored 5 touchdowns in a row.
Off turnovers.
Off of turnovers. Cooper Rigo has come into the game for the Mountaineers. Rasheed Marshall, the quarterback, with twins to each side. Rigo to his left. Here's the snap. Quarterback draw for Rasheed Marshall. And Marshall wheels his way over the 35 to the 34. We have a flag down thrown on the near sideline. Ryan Neal, a freshman, looks as though he jumped off sides. That's the call against Rutgers. Make it 1st down and 5. That'll take the ball down to the 29-yard line of the Scarlet Knights. Rich Rodriguez wondering down on the sideline if he could some way petition
Defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Rodriguez wondering if he could perhaps petition some of these points and use them as collateral for past Mountaineer games. Perhaps take 20 of these and use them for the Notre Dame final score.
Let's take a bunch of them to Syracuse.
That'd be the other option. Let's just take them for what's left. Even.
First down and 5, West Virginia from the Rutgers 29-yard line. Rasheed Marshall, dimensional snap from center. The lone setback is Cooper Rigo. Here's the snap, and they're going to hand the ball off to Cooper, and he breaks free inside the 25. First down to the 19. Make it the 21-yard line for Rigo. Nate Colon made the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup for Rigo, who has not seen a whole lot of action this season. That's just his 15th carry of the year.
We've got a little dilemma here, Tony. You've got Rutgers, they're loading up the box a little more on you, and yet you want to run the ball. But the basis of your whole offense is when they get more in the box, you're supposed to be throwing.
On first down and 10, conventional snap from center, and they're going to hand the ball off to Rigo, I should say, off the left side, and he'll take it down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. Gary Brackett made that hit on Rigo, the senior from New City, New York. This is the 3rd time that Rigo has played against Rutgers. On 18 previous carries against the Scarlet Knights, he gained 80 yards and scored twice. Second down and 7 from the Rutgers 18. Snap back, and here's Marshall keeping it on a play action. He's in trouble, and he is going to be buried. Sacked at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard loss on the play as Alfred Peterson, the freshman from Miami, records the first sack this afternoon for Rutgers. That was a play action to Rigo, and Marshall rolled out toward the left, looked downfield, nothing there, and Peterson was there to wrap him up and bring him down. It's 3rd down and 12. Rasheed looking for his first completion. Mountaineers lead this game 66-0, 9:38 to go in the 3rd quarter. Triple receivers over to the right. Single setback, Rigo to the left. Out of the gun, here's the snap back to Rasheed. He looks, he fires into the flat, ball caught by Rigo, and he is down at the 20-yard line. Sean Seabrooks, free safety, came up and made the tackle.
Very alert by Rasheed there on the all-out blitz. Did pull the ball down and get it out there to the tailback as an outlet.
4th down, and with 9 yards to go for the first down, Rich is going to keep the offense out there. You're looking at a field goal here of 37 yards. You don't need the points, so you just try to go for it or give them up the ball. 4th down and 9 from the 20 of Rutgers. Out of the gun with 2 receivers to each side. Snap back to Rasheed. He looks, fires a slant pattern, caught and dropped by Phil Braxton. Incomplete. Rutgers will take the ball over on downs. We've got 8:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter of action. West Virginia leads the Scarlet Knights 66-0.
Let's go, come on. No frozen room. Get it up in the air so we can cover this thing, all right? Let's go.
Next week on Mountaineer Magazine.
Well, the show will spotlight linebacker Grant Wiley. He's been hampered all season with a hamstring injury, but he's looking for a big month in November. We'll take a look at bowl games tied into the Big East for 2002. All that and more next weekend. Consult local listings for time and station in your area from Mountaineer Magazine.
1st and 10 for Rutgers from their 20-yard line. 2 receivers over the left. Single setback, and the handoff goes to Marcus Jones, and Jones gets ahead to the 23-yard line. A penalty marker thrown over on the far sideline. Tackle made by Sean Hackett. West Virginia out there right now with pretty much a reserve lineup. They've got Jamal Adai at free safety, Shane Graham at the Mike linebacker, Quentin Swain has come on at the linebacker spot, and Jason Davis out there on the D line. Penalty is going to go against Rutgers. 5 yards for motion. Let's get a score update right now with Hoppy.
Tony, the top-ranked Canes take care of business today. They beat the Owls 38-0. Ken Dorsey touchdown passes of 12 and 15 yards. So Miami goes to 7-0, 4-0 in the league. Next up for Miami, Boston College.
First down and 15 for the Scarlet Knights from their own 15. Out of an I formation, the quarterback Cubitt hands the ball off to Jones, and he wiggles his way to the 20 and is spun down and knocked down at the 23-yard line by the Mountaineer free safety Jamal Adai, who saw his first action of the season at Miami. They were trying to redshirt him. They couldn't. Sherrod was injured, and so he's out there, and he is playing. Gain of 8 yards on that play. 2nd down and 7 for the Knights from their 23. Ball spotted on the near side hash mark. Wide side out to the left. Rutgers has 2 receivers there. Here's a fumbled football. Loose the ball. Picked up by Shane Graham of West Virginia at the 25. 8th turnover. The fullback / tight end, L.J. Smith, coughed the fullback ball up again. That's the 2nd time he did that this afternoon. The first time, Sean Hackett picked it up and ran in for 8 yards and a touchdown. But L.J. Smith coughs it up, and true freshman Shane Graham, the nephew of WVU linebackers coach Todd Graham, who's down on the field talking to him right now, picks up the loose football. West Virginia will take it. 1st down and 10 from the 24-yard line of the Scarlet Knights, leading 66-0. Rasheed Marshall in at quarterback, getting his feet wet after missing all of the action since the opener 2 months ago. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap, and the handoff goes to Cooper Rigo, turning the corner right, and he'll take it to the line of scrimmage, to the 24. That's all. Slow developing play, and Cooper could not get that corner turn quick enough, and Rutgers defensively was there. Dwight, what's the etiquette here when you've got such a huge 66-0 lead, as far as throwing it and not throwing it?
Well, that's what's really hard. You know, particularly the way this offense is geared.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get, obviously, some playing time for some younger players. You'd like them to run the offense.
Empty backfield, 2nd down and 10. Marshall takes the snap. Pressure comes backside. Rasheed going to fire the ball, and it is incomplete. Tried to go to the 3-yard line to Michael Page. Dwayne Thompson on the coverage, and the ball just a little bit overthrown. Page did lay out, landing along the near sideline, and it was uncatchable, incomplete. 3rd down.
Getting back to your question, Tony, I think the other thing is the defense sometimes forces you into some things. If they're going to blitz, if they're going to line up with all those in the box, you can't run all the time. So you do want to move the chains. You want to get some time off, but they're going to force you to throw some, I think, with the way they're playing their defense.
Got a little Charlie horse there in the end zone. Looks like one of the defensive players for Rutgers.
That's Sean Seabrooks, their leading tackler. He's holding on to the back of his left leg. It might be a hamstring.
Tony, I can relate to all these new faces in the lineup. Pre-game talk for our team, the coach always looked at me last and said, O'Hara, we get 50 points up, I'm going to put you in.
Here we go. 3rd down and 10, West Virginia from the Rutgers 24. With just over 7 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Redshirt freshman quarterback Marshall takes the snap, rolls to his left. He looks, he's in trouble. They've got him down. He's sacked. Sacked on the play, an 8-yard loss. He is recorded, and West Virginia will be facing 4th down and 18. Ben Martin, backup strong safety, came in and recorded the sack on Rasheed Marshall.
Well, we've already proved we can kick a 50-yard extra point. No need kicking a field goal here.
Mountaineers with a total reserve offensive line out there right now. Justin Williams is the center. Young man from Moorfield. 4th down and 18, West Virginia from the Rutgers 32, going to go for it. Triple receivers right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. Marshall takes the snap, dropping straight back. Blitz comes. He fires, and the pass is caught at the 29-yard line, but way short of the 1st down. Sean Swindoll made the reception, and Rutgers will take it over on down. 6:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter. West Virginia 66, Rutgers nothing.
Tony, there's a young man standing right in front of us selling cookies. No, that's Don Wilcox. He's eating cookies. Don Wilcox, for 27 years, the director of the Mountaineer Marching Band. 100 years old they are today. Don's not quite that old.
On 1st down and 10, handoff goes to Marcus Jones, and he'll pick up a couple of yards ahead to the 32-yard line. This is the first of a doubleheader on the WVU campus this afternoon. The West Virginia basketball team plays its exhibition opener this evening at 6 o'clock against a touring team from New Zealand. Game begins at 6, and fans are encouraged to check out the Mountaineers. $5 admission price. Again, the tip at 6. 2nd down and 8, Rutgers from its 32. Single setback. Here's the quarterback, Cubitt, dropping the throw. Looks right, comes back left. He's being pursued. Going to run out of the pocket with it, and he is hit close to the 1st down. He's got the 1st down at the 40. An 8-yard pickup on the play.
Stop on the play made by Sean Hackett, assisted
really that's been their best offense.
Yeah, it really has been. Him just dropping back for a pass, letting the seam open up and run for about 10 to 14.
So the ball on the Rutgers 40-yard line. First down and 10. 5:35 to go here in the third quarter. West Virginia leading 66-0. L.J. Smith is the lone setback behind the quarterback, Cubitt. Now a motion man comes from the slot left. Here's the snap. Play action. Cubitt drops back deep to throw a bomb downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Penalty marker is going to be thrown on that play, intended downfield for Trez Moses. Rick Sherrod looked as though he had a good crack at the interception, but we got a penalty marker thrown in the defensive backfield, where you most of the times get that interference call against the team defense. Yeah, I'm going to get it against West Virginia's Orandi Cox.
On the defense, 10-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. First down.
Holding is the call. So with 5:17 to go in the third quarter, West Virginia on top 66-0. Rutgers makes it inside Mountaineer territory for one of the few times this afternoon they've got the ball down to the West Virginia 49-yard line. First down and 10. I formation. Stanton is the fullback. Jones the tailback. He gets the delayed handoff. He springs free for a moment, and then he is met by Angel Estrada at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play for Marcus Jones. His best outing this season came against UConn. He had 89 yards on 20 carries. Estrada made the tackle. Estrada had an interception in the opening half. Rutgers going to go with 2 tight ends in the lineup, but they take the 1 tight end, L.J. Smith, and move him over into that fullback spot. Here's the snap and the handoff. Running off the left side is Jones, and Jones takes it close to a first down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, where it looks as though he does have the first down. Quentin Swain checks back into the game for the Mountaineers at a linebacker spot. Shane Graham comes out. And they do have the first down. They'll move the chains over on the far sideline. 9th first down for the Scarlet Knights. Rutgers trails in this game 66-0. From an I formation with 2 receivers to the right. Here's the snap in a play action. Cubitt drops to throw. Plenty of time. Now he steps up in the pocket, rolls out to his right. Pressure comes. He fires the ball way out of bounds in front of the Mountaineer bench. Incomplete. Threw that one away. Closest man to it was Josh Hobbs, but he would have had to be about 15 feet tall to get the ball. Now the official sends L.J. Smith, the Rutgers fullback tight end, off the field. Appears to be shaken up on that play. Second down and 10 coming up from the Mountaineer 39-yard line. Rutgers working on the far side hash mark, wide side to the right. They put 2 receivers there from an I formation set. Quarterback Cubitt takes the snap and hands the ball off to Jones. Tries to turn the corner right, breaks a tackle. Play now is strung out, and Rick Sherrod jumps up on the back of the freshman and drives him down after a 2-yard pickup.
Showing good speed there on Rick's part. It makes that play really has come a long way to get it.
Sherrod had a wonderful game last season against Rutgers. 12 tackles, a huge interception, and a fumble recovery. That huge interception, if you might remember, Dennis Thomas of Rutgers had got the ball down to the 1-yard line, and they were going to go in, and Ricky intercepted the ball. Third down and 8. Rutgers puts 3 receivers, one behind the other on the far left side of the field. And here's the snap, and the pressure comes. Cubitt steps up in the pocket, and he gets away from a defender. Now fires the ball, and it is caught, and immediately driven down into the turf is David Stringer. A 6-yard pickup leaves them short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and a yard. How about that for a formation, old Dwight?
Yeah, kind of interesting. Makes it tough to man up on that, doesn't it?
Good job by Estrada bringing down David Stringer. Dennis Thomas has checked into the game, and Rutgers is going to go with a tall I. 3 in a row in the backfield. 4th down, and they're going to need a full 1.5 yards. Here's the snap, and they're going to throw out of it. Pressure comes. Cubitt gets away from Estrada. He's running. He's tripped. He's down. Loses the ball, and they're going to call him down on the field. West Virginia takes the ball over on down. Angel Estrada made that play. He took the quarterback of Rutgers, Cubitt, literally out of his shoes. Estrada came up, holding the shoe of Ryan Cubitt. 2:48 to go here in the third quarter. West Virginia leading 66-0.
Hey, kids, do you want to be a part of the coolest club in town? Then join the U.S.
Cheating? No, I thought you were like on his larynx.
Here's another Blue Cross Blue Shield Mountaineer Pro Football Report.
Former Mountaineer cornerback Mike Logan forced a fumble last Monday night that led to a Steelers score in Pittsburgh's 34-7 win over the Tennessee Titans. The primetime Monday night contest featured 3 former Mountaineers in Logan, Amos Zaraway of the Steelers versus John Thornton of the Titans. What a night for the Steelers.
West Virginia takes over 1st and 10 from its 36-yard line. Straight snap from center, I formation, 2 receivers out to the left. Rasheed Marshall handing the ball off, and nothing cooking there for Cooper Rigo. Back to the line of scrimmage. That is all. West Virginia out there right now with an entirely reserve offensive line. You got Ben Timmons at left tackle, Jason Brooks at left guard, Justin Williams is your center, Jeff Lewis is your right guard, and Jeff Burke is the right tackle. Mountaineers out there with 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Lone setback, Rigo to the right of Rasheed. On 2nd down and 10 from the Golden Blue 36. They hand the ball off to Cooper, and Cooper gets it to the 38-yard line. A couple of yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Rutgers loading up a little bit to the tight end side, Tony, because that seems to be where we're running most of the time. So you're liable to see Rasheed coming off one of those fakes again to the split inside.
Derek Jones, who we last saw playing quarterback for the Mountaineers at Miami, is now out there as a receiver. Lining up wide out to the right. West Virginia, triple receivers right, single receiver. McQuell Henderson to the near side. On 3rd down, call it 7. Marshall looks over to the sideline, gets the play call from Steve Bird, Mountaineer assistant coach. On 3rd down and 7, play clock down to 1. And they did not get the play off in time as they were going to go for the streak down the sideline to Henderson. Delay of game will be called against West Virginia.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
You never want a penalty, but these are the things that Rasheed Marshall has to work himself through, and you'd rather do it here today than next week up at Syracuse.
3rd and about 12.
A lot of learning off this tape, Tony, for anybody that gets in there, and you'll be able to point out a lot of things to some of these guys.
10th penalty against West Virginia this afternoon. So it is 3rd down and 12. Henderson gets the single coverage on the near side, guarded there by Tony Berry. 3 receivers out wide to the right, and Rigo remains in. The lone setback to the left of Marshall. Play clock is down to 3. Marshall gets the snap, and Marshall is going to keep it. Marshall keeps his feet. Here's Rasheed over the 45, and he coughs up the football. I think it came back down into his hands, and he's tackled at the 49-yard line, a 16-yard run. Finally brought down by Sean Seabrooks, and West Virginia picks up a 1st down on the keep from Rasheed Marshall. He did fumble that football, but he spun around and it came right back down into his belly.
Good run on his part. Good job there, breaking some tackles and making the yards.
1st down and 10. West Virginia from its 49-yard line. 2 receivers right and 1 out to the left. Here's the snap to Marshall, and the handoff goes to Rigo, and here comes Cooper. Spins at the 45, and Rutgers takes it to the outside of the 40. It's a foot race to the 35-30. Rigo to the 25-20. 1 man to beat the 10. At 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Cooper Rigo. A 51-yard touchdown run. Cooper Rigo scores the touchdown. And that is a new all-time Mountaineer Field scoring record as Rigo scores 6, giving West Virginia 72 on the afternoon. Way to go, Coop. 51 yards on the run. A beautiful job by Rigo, who started off to the left, cut back to the middle of the field, made a beautiful pirouette spin, and put that ball under that right armpit and took it in for the touchdown. Extra point for Brendan Rao. It's up, and it is good. Folks, it's 73-0. West Virginia with 23 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter of play.
And Flash Clark has got a big smile on his face. There's that number 73 on the board again.
That is the 2nd touchdown of the quarter for West Virginia as Cooper Rigo takes it 51 yards. Cooper's previous long run this season was 15. And he likes playing against the Scarlet Knight team. That's his 3rd career touchdown against Rutgers.
You know, Rutgers, the last 7 possessions, Tony, have turned the ball over 6 times and had lost on downs once. So they're not helping their own cause very much either.
What do you say we give Cooper a first down on that 51-yard touchdown run? Huh?
Give him a first. They're having some fun over in the Mountaineers student section as the Maniacs have a guy hoisted parallel to the ground, and they're doing push-ups with his body. And the Mountaineer cheerleaders are trying to do a push-up for every point scored. 73 is what they owe. Here's the kickoff from Todd James, fielded at the 12. Eddie Grimes outside of the 20 is hit at the 25 and spins down at the 30-yard line. Defensively there for West Virginia, that was Mike Henshaw, son of former Mountaineer Duke Henshaw, with the tackle. Right now,
during the game.
So double wing left, Y short. 23 scat, Z and Y seam on 1, ready?
After the game, get all the facts and all the stats. Click on MSNSportsNet.com.
Tag on 15 yards against West Virginia on a 15-yard late hit penalty on that kick return, and so Rutgers will take the ball from its 45. They've changed quarterbacks. Ted Trump Jr. from Delran, New Jersey, in at QB on first down. Hands the ball off to Marcus Jones off the left side for a yard. So Ryan Cubitt is out. Ted Trump is in, and we're out of time for the 3rd quarter. At the end of 3, the score: West Virginia 73, Rutgers nothing. Today's game is brought to you by Bud Light. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light. By Toyota. More choices, better choices. Get the feeling, Toyota. By Coca-Cola. Grab an ice cold Coca-Cola and enjoy the game. Life tastes good. By West Virginia's bank, United National Bank. We're united with the Mountaineers. And by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We're ready to begin the 4th quarter of action on a very memorable homecoming here at Mountaineer Field. 73-0, West Virginia leads Rutgers. Scarlet Knights 2nd down and 9 from their 46, and they hand the ball off to Marcus Jones, and Jones takes the pile to the 50-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. Quentin Swain made the tackle. He's a true sophomore. Total yardage through 3 quarters, West Virginia 495 yards. 99 yards of offense for Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights have 8 turnovers. On 3rd down and 5 from the 50, I formation. Marion's the fullback, Jones is the tailback. The snap, and they hand off to Jones, and Jones is hit at the 50, and that's all he'll get. Maybe a yard. It's 4th down. James Woodruff made the tackle along with Shane Graham. It's 4th down for the Scarlet Knights at the Mountaineer 49-yard line.
Any truth to the rumor, Tony, that this quarterback's dad bought him the position out there?
No relation. Different Trump.
Oh, not Donald.
Different
okay.
Trump.
This might be a place for your fake you talked about earlier, Tony, where they put 2 receivers to one side.
Yeah, there it is, sitting right there. 2 bullets. Now West Virginia breaks back into coverage. Mike Barr on to punt, and the snap a bit low. West Virginia does not come after it. He punts the ball away, shanking it off the right side, and it's going to go out of bounds. And now the most inexact thing you'll see in a sporting event of any sport, the official walks up the sideline as if to say he knows where the ball went out of bounds. He's still walking, and he'll stop at the 28.5-yard line. 16-yard punt.
Out of bounds at the West Virginia 28.
Yeah, he had a 55-yard average before that one, and that one goes for 16, so that will bounce down. Mountaineers, with Rasheed Marshall in at quarterback here in the 2nd half, have scored 2 touchdowns. And Quincy Wilson has come on now, and he'll be the I-back. Straight I formation, 2 tight ends. Marshall is under center. Takes the snap. Toss play goes to Quincy, turning the corner on the right side. Here comes Quince. Quince at the 35, and Quincy to the 40. And he is spun down after a 1st down pickup to the 42. 14 yards on the carry for the young man from Rutgers, West Virginia.
Looked like a real back there, didn't he, Tony?
Yes, he did.
Got a little steam going.
He's a great one. He is a fantastic one. All-time record holder in the state of West Virginia for touchdowns in a season. 1st and 10 from the Mountaineer 42-yard line. Snap, whistles blaring down on the field prior to the snap. Timeout was taken by Rutgers.
That is the first timeout of the half.
13:28 to go, fourth quarter. West Virginia with the ball and a 73-0 lead. With a timeout, let's take this out. Back at Mountaineer Field, 13 minutes, 28 seconds to go. All-time point record here at Mountaineer Field has been established. Mountaineers lead 73-0. 1st and 10, West Virginia from its 42. Conventional snap from center, and Quincy Wilson gets the handoff. He's at Rutgers midfield, 50, 40, 30, 20. Quincy Wilson on the run to the 15, inside the 10, and he is dragged down inside the 10-yard line by Nate Cologne. A 50-yard run for Quincy Wilson. His longest rush from scrimmage. And Quincy Wilson has put the Mountaineers on the doorstep of scoring their 80th point of the game. Dragged down from behind. 1st and goal from the 8. I formation. Wilson remains in there. Tight end, both sides. Marshall takes the snap. Toss play to Quincy, looking for blocking. Quincy, shoulder down, is going to be pushed out of bounds at the maybe the 7. Gary Brackett on the coverage and the tackle for the Scarlet Knights. 2nd down and goal coming up, and they do spot that ball down at the 8-yard line, so there was no gain on that play. Just a couple minutes into this fourth quarter, West Virginia leads 73-0. Out of an I formation, 2 tight ends, single receiver out to the left. Marshall marking the signals down below. Takes the snap, and we've got a flag flying. Going to have a procedure call here against the Mountaineers. Ryan Thomas.
To the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
That gives West Virginia 100 yards and penalties, 12 of them. Ryan Thomas, tight end for the Mountaineers, left early. 2nd down and goal from the 13.
Rutgers should have left early.
This time West Virginia sends 2 receivers out wide left. McQuell Henderson, single receiver to the near side. On 2nd down and goal from the 13. Out of the gun. Snap back to Rashid. Handoff goes to Quincy. Quincy to the 10. Quincy down inside the 10 to the 7. Yard pickup. I'm sorry, 6 yards. They get a yard back from the initial line of scrimmage. Excuse me. So 3rd and goal coming up from the 6.
That's that little counter. He starts to the left, takes the ball, and then comes back on his own to the right. Pretty good job up front base blocking that, but got some good secondary support.
Derek Jones, former quarterback / quarterback for the Mountaineers, lines up wide out to the left. Mountaineers have a slot man also to the left side. On 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. Out of the gun, whistles down below, and we've got a flag thrown in at the line of scrimmage. What do we have here, my friends? As the referee gets together.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
Jeremy Knapp bouncing around and leading 73-0. Rich Rodriguez not happy, but he doesn't seem to be overly in angst.
Didn't throw his headset.
No. 3rd down and goal from the 11. Twins left, single receiver right. Out of the gun, here's the snap, and Marshall's going to keep it, and Rashid going to get inside that 10-yard line and take it to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup. And it is 4th down and goal coming up from the 7. Don't need the points for a field goal here to make it 76-0, so you just go for it, and you can bet they're not going to throw it. Marshall looking over at the Mountaineers sideline for the play call. West Virginia is 1 out of 3 this afternoon on 4th down conversion attempts. Same formation, 2 receivers left, 1 out to the right. Set back Quincy Wilson to the right of Rashid Marshall. Play clock is down to 3. It's down to 2. And the snap back to Rashid. Rashid, option toss goes to Quincy, and Quincy is stopped and downed at the 9-yard line. So that brings an end to that drive. 11 minutes, 30 seconds to play, fourth quarter. The Mountaineers threaten. They do not score. They lead 73-zip.
Next week on MSN Radio.
West Virginia returns to action and next Saturday when the Mountaineers travel to Syracuse. Big East Conference game with the nationally ranked Orangemen at the Carrier Dome. Will be underway at 11:30, 12 o'clock kickoff.
First down and 10, Rutgers from its 9. Out of the eye, they hand the ball off to Marcus Jones, and Jones is going to be hit and tackled at the 11-yard line by Jamal Adai. 2 yards on the pickup for Jones. There's two true freshmen from the state of Florida making each other, making the tackle on each other. Adai, I should say, tackling Marcus Jones. Both those guys true freshmen. Second down and 8 from the 11 of the Scarlet Knights. Snap and the handoff again to Jones. Has a bit of a hole, but it closes quickly. James Woodruff was there to make that tackle, and they'll spot down Jones at the 15. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be third down and call it 4. 10:40 and counting, fourth quarter. West Virginia 73. Rutgers nothing.
Well, the band is picking up the mood, Tony. Roll out the barrel is what they're playing now.
On third down and 4, Trump's going to run option. Trump going to keep it. He's got himself a first down as he takes it out to the 20. 5 yards on the pickup. He needed 4 for the first down. Ted Trump in at quarterback. Former All-State QB. Delran, New Jersey, but actually came to Rutgers not as a football player, but he was a baseball player. Scholarship baseball player, played 1 season for Scarlet Knight baseball team, and then said, I want to play football. First down and 10, Rutgers from the 20, and they hand the ball off to Jones, and he squirts free. Watch out here. He's to the 30, 35, 40. It's a foot race, and he reverses field and is tackled at the 50-yard line by Richard Bryant and Jamal Adai. Lou Daniels also out there, 30 yards. Is that the longest play this afternoon? Longest play from scrimmage for Rutgers this afternoon. Marcus Jones picks it up all the way out to the 50-yard line. On first down and 10, out of an eye. 2 receivers over the right. L.J. Smith, tight end, reverses strength to the right. Here's the snap and the handoff. Jones. Ooh, he is bear hugged right at the point of the handoff by Jason Davis. And no gain on that play. Second and 10. Jason Davis, big, ferocious hit down there. His best game this season came at Notre Dame. He had 7 tackles.
No gain, second and 10.
Clock winding, 9:20 and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Homecoming 2001 has become a nightmare for Rutgers. 73-0 West Virginia leads. Now they're going to run option near side. Fake by Trump. Nice play fake, and he keeps it. And he takes the ball down inside the 40 to the 38 of West Virginia. 12 yards on the pickup.
Stop 8 to number 48.
Looked almost like he bobbled the football, but it was just a great fake.
It really was. Almost like a basketball. Fake there. Fake pass and kept it down to the 38. Question now is, will West Virginia preserve the shutout? That's the question, not the outcome, the question. I formation, 2 receivers out wide right. Snap. And the handoff to Jones. Jones has some running room, and he is pushed back at the 33-yard line.
That's the same play where they hand to the tight end. He cuts back to twins, and it's all a design cutback play, expecting our linebackers to overrun it. And it's been pretty successful for him today because our guys have been very active.
8th play of this Rutgers drive. It's second down and 5 from the Mountaineer 33-yard line. Out of the eye, tight end Smith reverses strength to the right. They put 2 receivers out to the right. Here's the snap and the handoff for Jones. Oh, he is met and driven back hard by big Cedric Lewis. Big Cedric's out of East Orange, New Jersey. And he pays a house call right there to his home state school. I mean, he hit him and drove him backward into the turf. Downed at the 32-yard line. It's third down and 4. Obviously, Rutgers playing everything here, 4 downs, and so they've got 2 plays to get 4 yards. Tight end L.J. Smith, senior out of Highland Park, New Jersey, lines up to the left. I formation. Twin receivers to the right. Here's the snap. And the delay handoff goes to Jones. And Jones is knocked down at the Mountaineer 29. A gain of 3. They'll have a yard for a first down. Coming up at 6 tonight, Mountaineer basketball team takes on a touring team from New Zealand. Admission $5. We invite you to come on out and check out the new look Mountaineers. Jonathan Hargett, preseason Big East Conference Rookie of the Year. Going for it on 4th down and 1. Rutgers puts 3 receivers, one behind the other on the far right side of the formation. Single setback. Here's Trump taking the snap, dropping back to throw on 4th and 1. Flushed, rushing right, downfield, has a man, flags fly, and the ball is intercepted by West Virginia with markers down. On the return, Richard Bryant. Bryant to the 25. Bryant down at the 28-yard line. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4 penalty flags down on the field.
Only leaves 2, doesn't it?
That does. All of that taking place with 6:55 to go here in the 4th quarter. Most likely going to get an interference call against West Virginia.
Wonder why they would throw a drop back pass on 4th and 1. I mean, maybe not play action.
Because it was unexpected.
Oh,
because it was unexpected.
2 penalties on the defense. Holding on the defense will be declined. Pass interference on the defense will be accepted. 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. First down.
All right, so take away the interception from Bryant, and Rutgers has a fresh set of downs, and that will take the ball down inside the 20, down to the 14-yard line. 14 penalties, 120 yards of damage against West Virginia this afternoon. 1st and 10 for Rutgers. Mountaineers lead 73-0. Dennis Hennigan, the referee, conferring with his umpire before they put the ball down ready for play. First down and 10. First time Rutgers has been inside the Mountaineer 20 today. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Out of the eye. Ted Trump, quarterback, hands the ball off to Jones. Jones squirts off the right side and then is wrestled down at the 13-yard line, a gain of 1. You know, this officiating crew was involved in the Suckergate last week down in Blacksburg, Virginia. You follow that story? Syracuse was accused of using a sucker stick on the field to direct the angle of the kick, and Frank Beamer of Tech protesting to no avail. The officials did not call a penalty. 2nd down and 9. 2 receivers out wide right, single setback. Here's Jones. Trump takes the snap, hands the ball off to Jones, and Jones inside the 10, hit by Lou Daniels, and takes him down to the 6-yard line, 7-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and short yardage for Rutgers.
Jones got some quickness, doesn't he? He's got a little magic in him.
Coming into this afternoon's game, averaging 4 yards a carry. Here we go, 3rd down from the 7-yard line. Rutgers needs the 4 to keep the drive cooking. Out of the eye, here's the quarterback Trump handing off to Jones off the left side, and he will be stopped at the 5. Rutgers will have 4th down and 1 coming up. 2 yards on that pickup. James Woodruff, walk on to the Mountaineer program out of Buffalo, New York, made that tackle. Now it's time for the Mountaineer defense to try to make a stop here. Rutgers is going to go with that. Oh, look at this one. They're going to put 4 receivers, one behind the other on the far side hash mark. 4, one behind the other. A super stack. Single setback is Marcus Jones on 4th down and a yard. And now Rutgers is going to take a timeout because even they were confused.
That is their second timeout of the half.
They need 1 more on the line.
73-0. West Virginia 4, 59 to go here in the 4th. Down in a yard from the Mountaineer 5. Twin receivers to each side, a single setback. Junior quarterback Ted Trump under center. Takes the snap, quarterback sneak. He'll have the first down as he takes it down inside the 4 to the 3. Rutgers will have a 1st and goal. Coming up So they spread out the formation, and they had the quarterback keep. Mountaineers lead 73-0 inside of 5 minutes to go. Rich Rodriguez with his hands into his pockets, getting ready to celebrate his 3rd win of the season and snap a 4-game losing streak. The only question is the final score. Rutgers has an I formation, 1st down and goal from the 3-yard line. Here's the snap. Handoff, Marcus Jones, and Jones is going to be short. Down to the 2. That's it. Met there by Graham. Also Timmy Love, not Timmy Love, but well, I'll tell you what, they've got so many out there. Ben Lynch. Not near Ben Lynch was down there.
That time they lined up unbalanced to the right, Tony. Hand the ball to the left and then cut it back to the unbalanced side.
Rutgers with 8 turnovers this afternoon. Has a 2nd and goal from the 2. Single setback, 2 receivers out to the right. Trump takes the snap, hands off to Jones. Jones hit from behind, and he is dropped. Nice play defensively by the Mountaineers. That was Ben Lynch. And they will lose yardage on that one. Take it back to the 4-yard line. 3rd down and goal coming up from the 4. Good job by Ben Lynch, redshirted freshman out of Oil City, Pennsylvania. Here we go again. 3rd down and goal from the 4. Single receiver left, single receiver right. Here's the snap. Option toss taken by Jones. He's going to go in the end zone untouched. Touchdown. Rutgers are on the board with 3:21 to go here in the 4th quarter. And Rutgers finally on the board. The shutout is over. It's 73-6. Marcus Jones on the option toss into the left corner of the end zone. His 1st touchdown as a Scarlet Knight. Extra point coming up here from the foot of Ryan Sands, sophomore from Shenandoah, Pennsylvania. Sands is ready. Snap is down. And the kick is good. 73-7 is the score. 3:21 left. Three minutes, 21 seconds to play. 4th quarter. West Virginia 73, Rutgers 7. And the Mountaineers will get ready to return the kick from Ryan Sands. Phil Braxton and Sean Terry are back deep to return.
Will kick off.
Sands approaches the ball, and he's going to angle it to the right. Fielded by Braxton from the 12. Here's Phil to the 20. Phil looking for a hole at the 30. Phil's got it up to the 35, and he's down short of the 40 at the 39-yard line. Right now, let's...
Number 55.
During the game.
So doubling left, Y short. 23 scat, Z and Y seam on 1, ready?
After the game. Get all the facts and all the stats. Click on MSNSportsNet.com.
Ball's at 40, 1st and 10.
Quincy gets away from 1 man at the 35. He's at the 30 to the 25 to the 20 at the 15. It's a foot race. 10, 5, and Quincy Wilson. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. 60-yard touchdown run from Quincy Wilson. And the Mountaineers take that lead all the way up to 79-7 as Quincy Wilson goes 60 yards for the score. Penalty flag thrown as Quincy got so excited. He took his helmet off after he got into the end zone, but that won't matter. Touchdowns on the board. It's 79-7. Quincy Wilson took it in. He's got 129 yards on 6 carries. He broke 1, 2, 3, 4 tackles on his way. Nate Colon was the last man that had a chance at him. He dove for Quincy. Quincy reached the ball over the plane of the goal line, and he scores the touchdown. Quincy Wilson, 60-yard touchdown score. It's 79-7.
On the extra point.
We'll put 15 yards on that penalty on the extra point because Quincy took off his helmet celebrating in the end zone. Now we have an injured Rutgers player down on the field being attended to. That is Mitch Davis, their backup strong side linebacker out of Voorhees, New Jersey. He had a good game last year against the Mountaineers. He had 10 tackles last season. Shaken up, it seems to be okay.
For West Virginia, A.J. Nastasi will hold.
So Brendan Rowe's going to come on for what will be a 35-yard extra point, which is nothing because West Virginia already this afternoon has hit a 50-yard extra point. Already a chance to make it 80-7. 2:57 left. .35-yard extra point attempt from the hold of A.J. Nastasi. Scott Fleming is the snapper. Ready to go. Snap is back. The kick is on the way. Plenty of foot in that one. The kick is good. The extra point from Brendan Rowe from 35 yards out sails through the uprights. The score, West Virginia 80, Rutgers 7.
Can I ask for an extra half hour for highlights tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, you can ask for that, and Rich Rodriguez can ask for an extra shirt because he just got doused from behind by the old water bucket. And he is drenched and he is wet. I used to get worried when they used to do that to Don Nealon because he had that bad back. They put that ice on him after a game and he'd get all iced up. 446 yards rushing this afternoon for the Mountaineer offense. As Quincy Wilson puts the exclamation mark on what has been a record-setting day for the Gold and Blue.
2 carries. Wilson has 111 or 110 yards, a 50 and a 60.
And for the game, Woody's got 129. 2 100-yard rushers. Coburn this afternoon, 19 carries, 147 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
You usually win when you do that.
And this 80 points that West Virginia has put up is the most scored this season by an NCAA team. Here's the kickoff return. Nate Jones, big hole up the middle, but it closed quickly as he was knocked down over the 20-yard line by Scotty Jerko. My goodness, Scotty Jerko has just been using these guys as target practice. Bill Stewart gives him a big hug as Scott comes over onto the sideline, the true freshman. Florida scored 71 today, beating Vanderbilt, but that's not 80.
Maybe we can put Rutgers and Vanderbilt in the bowl.
Here goes Rutgers. 2:49 to go in the fourth quarter. First down and 10. And it's a broken play, and the quarterback Trump is in trouble, and he is dragged down by Quentin Swain in the backfield. That was a busted play, and he rolled out to his right, and Quentin Swain was there to wrap him up and put him down. They scrimmaged that one from the 23. They knock him down at the 18. That's a 5-yard loss on the play. Second down and 15. Big upset this afternoon in the Big East. Pitt beat Tech 38-7. Hoppy will have all the scores in the postgame show. Second down, 15 for the Knights. They've got 2 receivers wide left. Out of an I formation set. Trump hands the ball off to Jones, and Jones is bottled up at the 21 and pushed back. That'll make it third down, and inside of 2 minutes we are counting down now.
You know, it's strange when the BCS went out the window, Tech did too.
Yeah, you're right. That's a great point, Woody, that emotionally, obviously, they chipped it and bagged it. Phil Braxton being taken off the field with a tender left ankle. Have to watch out for that for next week's game. Third down and 13, Rutgers from their 20 out of a gun. Snap back. Trump looks. Trump heaves it far side. Has a man incomplete. Penalty marker thrown at the 25-yard line. And something down there at the 25. Didn't look as though we had any interference against the Mountaineers. But we'll sort it out with 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter.
Number 54, Shane Graham, and number 4,
Going to get it.
Defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat third down.
All right. 4th and 13 goes to 4th and 8 with 1:22 left. 16 penalties this afternoon against Rutgers for 140 yards. I'm sorry, against West Virginia. The Rutgers will get another chance at it. Scrimmage the ball from the 26-yard line. Here's the snap. Trump reverses out, looking left, firing downfield. Incomplete. Threw it into the Mountaineer bench. Incomplete. And with 1 minute and 17 seconds to go, that'll bring up 4th down, and Rutgers will bring on the punt unit. Now, the worst of all possible things that could happen here is that West Virginia would return the punt for a touchdown.
4th down.
Or a block, but they wouldn't block. They're not going to rush anyone here. Lance Frazier back deep to return at the 33-yard line. Mike Barr to punt, or the punt snap to go over his head. No, it doesn't. Right back into his hands. End over end. Bad looking kick goes out of bounds again. He shanked it for the 2nd straight time. The official walking up the field. He's at the Mountaineer 45. He's to the midfield stripe. Puts it down at the 48-yard line of Rutgers. So the Mountaineers with 1:11 to go in this 4th quarter, leading 80-7. If you're just joining us, perhaps coming over the mountains in Maryland, on your way back into West Virginia, and your radio's a little staticky right now. Let me say the score again, just so that you don't think that it's breaking up. It's 80-7, 73-point lead. West Virginia goes into victory formation. 1st down and 10. Rasheed Marshall at quarterback takes a snap, takes a knee. See, Rasheed Marshall plays the entire 2nd half, and he goes 2 for 4 passing for 6 yards, and he carried the ball 6 times for 40 yards. As the Mountaineers take a knee, and they'll get ready to do it again inside of a minute to go in this football game. Mountaineers line up in the victory formation. Marshall just milking down the play clock. It's at 8. The game clock's at 39. Rasheed takes a snap, takes a knee, and that should about cook this one. There's 32 seconds and winding now. And the official takes his time as he gets ready to spot the ball down. He'll spot the ball down, and that'll be it. Final seconds ticking off the clock here at Mountaineer Field. Head coach Rich Rodriguez begins to make the walk across the field to shake hands with Rutgers coach Greg Schiano. And on this homecoming 2001, no one, and we mean absolutely no one, could have ever thought that West Virginia's football team would explode to the level that they did here this afternoon, defeating the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers in record-setting fashion, winning by a final score of 80-7. Well, if someone would have made a script and said it was going to be 80-7 when the game was over, they would have said, turn it back to the producer. That's fiction. But that's reality. Homecoming 2001 at Mountaineer Field turned out to be a record-setting day as West Virginia's football team scored early and often. 18 possessions on the afternoon, 12 touchdowns for the Mountaineers. Leading the parade, Avon Coburn, who goes over 1,000 yards on the season, scoring 4 touchdowns. The Mountaineer losing streak is over at 4 games, and now the preparation begins for next week's trip to Syracuse. The final score, West Virginia 80, Rutgers 7. So long from Mountaineer Field.